Not being able to get the audio off of there. Not being able to get the audio off of there. So let's go ahead and get started with a couple of announcements, and I will make the first announcement, which is I do have a Kickstarter going live in 2 weeks, and that is going to be the quintessential guide to monster encounters. There is a link in the description below, so be sure to check it out, click notify me on launch, and help support us. That would be fantastic. The screen still says we'll be right back, does it? Oh, I got us. Good. Okay, it changed. Fantastic. The second announcement is Stephen has a new book out, the Dungeon Master Toolkit #4. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this book?
Yeah, so this is the fourth installment. It just came out 2 weeks ago now. So this one comes with 295 pages of content, which includes 5 adventures and one mega adventure, as I call it, that has kind of 13 sub adventures within it, a couple of dungeons for you to run, as well as over 100 creature stat blocks for you to use. And so that's available right now in PDF and in print. And then, along with the release of that book, I have my Dungeon Master Toolkit 3 available in print, which hadn't been available before now. And that's actually where this adventure is from. I ran a horror adventure from Dungeon Master Toolkit 4 last year while I was still prepping the book. And then this year I went back to my old content and grabbed this one.
So this one's from book 3?
This is from book 3. The one we ran last year is
Dang
book
it.
4.
I read all of book 4. I thought I knew everything. Now I'm going to be blindsided. Fantastic. All right. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you. Let's kick this thing off. The DM screen is now yours.
All right. So this adventure kicks off with our party making their way off the back of a long trek through sort of along the edge of a desert as they're heading up to the Spine Ridge Mountains. You guys are making your way across the mountains here in a few days to make your way to the annual festival revelry in the town of Dracos. But before then, there's sort of a last gas station for the next 300 miles sort of town that is called Atavan that you are arriving in. It's a tiny little mining town right at the base of these Spine Ridge Mountains. Pretty much this entire town is occupied by a mining community. Everyone here goes into those mountains and its mines, which are rich with silver and gold. And that's pretty much what the entire town is built around. Sort of, like I said, on the edge of a desert. Not a whole lot of foliage here. People are kind of rough, and only a few hundred people in this entire town. But it's kind of nearing night as you reach this town. You know, you have a long trek through the mountains, so it's an evening to swing by the Summit Tavern and get some rest for the evening. It's the only tavern in town, but even as you approach, you can hear music blasting through the windows. You can hear the sounds of people cheering and dancing. You hear someone playing a piano, boisterous music all around. As you make your way inside, you see it looks like almost all the adults in the town are in this tavern. There's multiple dozens of people in here, packed in tight. You struggle to find a table, especially one that can fit Bomb, but fortunately managed to push a chair out of the way. But yeah, everyone here is still gruff. They're covered in dirt and debris. They're grimy. They're dirty. It looks like they came here straight from work and they've just been here ever since for hours drinking away. A lot of people already pretty well into the full on drunk stage. You even see a couple of people already passed out on the floor with pillows that have been placed under their heads as they're settled down for the evening already. But yeah, you see a number of bartenders, barkeeps making their way through the area. And yeah, like I said, you managed to find yourself a table to sit down kind of over in the corner and take in the atmosphere of this place. Um, Would you, as you sit down, a barmaid, she makes her way over to you. Just, is there anything I can get you all? You don't look like, I think you're out of towners.
Um, yes, we sure are. I'll take an ale, please, and then actually, you better make that too. It looks like I have some catching up to do, of course. And everybody, I am Wally. I will be playing Orion. He is going to be a circle of druids, astral elf.
Yeah, well, we can go around character introductions real
Yep.
quick. So we have Orion and then Numa. Tell us a little bit about Numa.
Okay. Numa is a College of Spirits bard. She is a satyr, and she can see ghosts, basically, and talk with them. And she carries with herself a set of bagpipes that she plays in order to try to keep the spirits away, but ends up doing the reverse. And the more she plays, the more spirits gather around her and talk with her. So basically, that's the joke of it.
Now we can head over to Mulbic.
All right. Mulbic is a forest gnome. He's a arcane trickster rogue, and he makes up for his small stature by having a very kind of gruff attitude and likes to play some pranks when he gets a chance. And this fine creature on my shoulder is Wobbles, my owl familiar.
All right, and Bomb.
Bomb is a Huskin barbarian. Huskin is a reskinned centaur. That's his picture, which was drawn by my aunt. And he usually runs around with a pumpkin smasher maul, but he had to give that up because of restrictions. And he can just have his spider climbing boots, but that's okay. He's not bitter, but he's a good boy. He's very loyal, and he likes to smash.
You can still have it. Maybe it's just not magical.
Oh yeah, it's lost its magic.
It's not quite the same pumpkin smasher.
But is it a pumpkin?
Yeah, does it like explode against enemies, or is it a solid pumpkin?
It's solid, and it when it actually works, it does a little bit of acid damage, and it gives off an orange light.
Mm-hmm. You can still have the light property. I'll give you that.
Oh, thank you.
Pumpkin torch.
Bomb,
right.
Not too unhappy now.
So you order a couple ales. There are Ryan, and she says, my recommendation would be the Spine Ridge Special. If you're interested, we are having quite a bit of celebration tonight. If you're new to town, you probably haven't heard, but we just broke into a new vein up in the mountains, so everyone is celebrating.
Orion's gonna look and point out like the most inebriated person there and ask what they had. That's one that's standing on his head. What did he have, and how many?
Well, that fellow over there just downs ale like it's nobody's business. So the ale here is good, but a lot of people, when you're going for celebration, she even gestures over to another table. It's thought of sort of as a challenge if you can conquer the Spine Ridge Mountains, and you can see it's a series of shot glasses that are like short and then tall and then really tall, and it kind of forms the general shape of the mountains, and it's 10 shots in total that are various sizes and each have a unique liquor poured into them of various strengths.
Numa raises her hand. I accept the challenge.
If you can ascend the peaks, you join the ranks of the mighty.
Wow, Numa, that gives a whole new meaning to spirits bard, of course.
I can handle my spirits.
Bomb will send the peaks. He'll do them all at once.
You will smash the shots.
Is that
no?
Or then she kind of looks over to you, Mulbic. I'm not sure I'd recommend the full challenge for your stature.
No, I'm all right. I'll have a regular ale. I'm gonna take a poke around while these folks are enjoying the peaks.
I think even the doctor might be inebriated on this evening, so let's not go too hard. All right, I'll grab a couple of those. Those are 1 gold apiece for those, as they do come with quite a variety of rare liquors. But she kind of like looks. Is that all right with you folks?
Yeah, Mob is paying, so you can take care of that.
All right.
Not a problem.
And she makes her way over to the bar and puts in the order. You see a younger or middle-aged human bartender who is just completely crushing it. She's got like her hair pulled back in a tight ponytail. She's a little shorter, but she's only got one arm. You can see one's like tied off in the sleeve, but she's just going with those bottles, pouring them across the counter and just laying out drinks on fire. And a bunch of people sitting at the bar like clapping and cheering her on as she goes. And as you're Molbeck, you're going to start to meander a bit. Is that the plan?
I've got our gold.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Like, there is unattended gold if you're looking for it. But as you you meander off, and it doesn't take long. You see a pretty hulking half-orc man kind of make eyes. He looks at you first, Bomb, and then kind of like looks over the rest of the group and makes his way over to you. He's looking dirty and rough, just like the rest of them. This guy's towering at like 6'8". He's got pretty large tusks, one of which is kind of broken off the end, got a gold cap on it. But he's pretty nicely dressed compared to some of the others. He kind of gives you a look up and down. Newcomers in town. You looking for work? Because I'm looking to hire.
It depends on what the work is, and hopefully nothing that we have to do tonight. As you can see, we have just begun our celebration. Your name, friend?
Eldred. It's a pleasure. I reaches a hand out to you.
Yes, Orion. Nice to meet you.
He does do you take his hand?
Yeah, yeah.
He very much does like the aggressively hard handshake, where he's like trying to size you up a little bit with the grip.
Yes.
He's like, well, the job is helping us in the mines. We struck a new vein today, rich as I've ever seen in my life, and let me tell you, it's going to make us all a pretty penny. But I could offer you all 5 silver pieces a day plus bonuses if we manage to, depending on what the monthly haul is, we have bonuses that we distribute amongst our workers, and drinks every evening in the tavern. I get the first round.
Orion will look at his friends and just kind of give like a little shrug.
He had me at the drinks.
Well, Bon will extend his hand.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
And he'll give as good as he gets.
Going hard? All right. Let's give a strength check for this one. And he's going to go right back. Oh. All right. So, yeah, he doesn't, like, you can see, like, he's holding on, trying to squeeze, trying to not break. And I'm just, somebody fine grip you got there. And kind of pulls it back, and you see him, like, rub his hand on his side. It's a little bit of a red showing there on the hand.
Wow.
Yeah. And Bon will stand up to his full 5-foot height. To,
I just assumed you were larger than that.
No, he's like, he's husky sized.
Well, I was expecting a centaur that was.
I was too.
No.
But he's larger if he stands on his 2 feet, right? Because he's technically on his 4.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it that's in the mines again? What is
gold and silver?
Gold.
They've found
money
wrapped into a new vein in the mountains. That's what.
Okay, the vein is the.
That's why we're celebrating tonight.
Okay.
Once we, when the company profits, all the workers profit too, and this is going to be a real good thing for Adavan. This town's only going to be growing, so you're looking to stay. Well, I was looking for newcomers. It's a friendly place, friendly people, and just look at this. Just kind of gestures around the tavern, everyone dancing, having a good time. Where else would you rather be?
It's true. We've been traveling for quite a while. I'm in. Friends, you up for this?
Bon would rather be back in Amber Vein, but he's here for some reason. Bob don't know what's happening.
Who knows? And it's about this time that your waitress, she comes back and lays like, well, one at a time. She turns from the bar and then sets down these drinks that are set up in like a row. It's almost like it's a strip of wood with the 8 shot glasses kind of embedded in it. You can see the shape of the mountains. Like it, as you were coming on the road, you could see this shape very distinctly of the peaks and the lower mountains. And you see some dark liquors, some light liquors, but it does look perilous.
So we can start to drink.
Absolutely, you can.
Nemo grabs the first and goes like,
Oh yeah, it's tequila. Start things
I
off.
like it.
Fantasy tequila. You gotta love that.
Of course. It's not always easy to get those kinds of drinks out here in the mountains, hence the premium. But we do like to keep our shelves pretty well stocked. The mining trade has been generous to this town. And she's like, just let me know if you need anything else. And Mulvick, did you get a drink? I can't even remember. No, you went to steal.
Someone has to play.
I would call it stealing.
Borrowing.
Of course. Scavenging. we'll say.
Redistributing the wealth.
There you go. But she looks at you. Did you decide on anything that you want?
Noma drinks another one and goes like, yeah, we accept. What are we accepting again?
She's just asking Mulvick if he wants a drink or if he's calling it a night.
Well, no, I mean, I'd take an ale, but that's, I mean...
Sure. Yeah, she'll run over to the counter and grab you one. And then Eldra, he looks back and he says, well, he kind of gives a look at you, Mulvick, because you'd wandered around when he came over to the table, but he sees you show up. He says, fair wages for everyone, though. You get the same offer as everyone else. Like, it's a pleasure, little friend. And
Okay.
I'll leave you to your drink, but if you're looking for work, you can find me at the mines in the morning. It's just a few hundred yards outside of town. You can't miss it. Hope to see you. And he gives a nod and walks off. And it's probably like 15 seconds later, you're approached by this half-elf woman with like short pixie cut black hair, these like vibrant green eyes, and she actually is like dressed immaculately. She's unlike most people in this town. She's in pristine condition. There's not a speck of dirt on her. And she's like, what do you offer you? That piece of shit's always trying to steal my new workers. I had my eyes on you as soon as you walked in the door, and he had to run over here first. I was caught over there in the corner. But whatever he's offering you, I'll give you another silver a day to be part of my crew. Mine's the best crew, I can guarantee you.
There's 2 crews?
Well, a little bit of friendly competition helps the workers out in the mines, we find. And you need multiple supervisors with how large our mines are.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I drink 1 or 2, but I'm seeing double crew already. I mean, which one pays more and offers drinks? We accept it.
How much did he offer you? My name's Valeria, by the way. You can call me Val.
How much do you usually offer, Val? Let's answer your question with a question.
She gives you a quick squint. Make me just make me like a charisma check, persuasion if you want.
Yeah, let's do persuasion.
She's eyeing you, seeing how okay.
Orion is drunk already.
I've only had 1 ale. How can I roll a 1?
What?
He's old, so he
What's
can
your
take his
class,
drink.
Wally? Are you?
A druid.
You're a druid.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not. You don't seem the type that really gets your hands dirty out in the mines. She says, I could start you out at 5 silver pieces a day.
Then it is a wash.
A little hesitantly.
Because that is exactly what he offered me, was 5
He
gold
did offer
pieces
you
a day.
5. God damn it, I knew it. 6. Make it 6. And I bet he offered you drinks every night after your shift, right?
Yes.
She
Go
says,
on.
well, my crew gets first dibs. My wife's the bartender. So if you roll with me, first drinks every evening. Perks of being on my team.
2 drinks.
It depends on how well this new vein goes. But I have high hopes. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's beautiful. It's almost a work of art.
I have high hopes for them too.
Don't know about my friends, but I do believe that we have already made the deal with the other fellow. So as much as I would like to,
deal. You haven't showed up for work yet.
I did shake his hand though.
Oh well.
He about crushed it, and I don't know if that's the kind of individual.
That's the way Eldra operates. My crew operates on utmost safety.
Well, then,
so if that's what you're concerned about,
then if the offer is to think about it, I think that is what I would like to do. No decisions after a few ales, of course.
Well, looks like you have a challenge on your hands here.
As Orion's drank about that much of his ale.
It's like, well, I wish you the best of luck. If you're interested, come find me in the morning. And she gives you a nod and leaves you be. So yeah, with that, you've been propositioned by 2 different supervisors of the mines. But that's yours to do with as you wish. Is there anything else you want to do in this bar as you're left alone once again with your crew?
Finishing the challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Numa and Bomb are going shot for shot.
All right. Once you hit the halfway mark, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, easy.
Looks like Bomb's a lightweight.
Getting these bad rolls out of the way.
There we go.
Bomb, you get... So the 5th one is the highest peak of the mountains.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-ounce shot that you're doing here. And you kick it back and you feel it burn. Just, whoo, go all the way down your husky stomach. And you're like, if I take another one of these drinks, I might throw up. Your vision's getting a little fuzzy. You're not out, but you're aware you've kind of at your limit. You keep pressing it if you want, but that's how you're feeling. Numa, you're like, hell yes, let's go.
Give me more.
Yeah, no, Bomb, keep going. It doesn't taste as bad as candy corn.
All right, so you guys stare down, keep going shot for shot. As you hit shot 8, I need another Constitution saving throw. Yours will be a disadvantage, Bomb, because you're pushing it to your limit. You've actually got you guys are like going, shot for shot. You've got a crowd of like miners standing around you, kind of clapping and cheering, like, go, ascend the mountain, Very excited. They're holding up their own. Oh my gosh, look at Bomb go!
Second win for Bomb.
Second win is exactly what happens. Numa, unfortunately, you get to that 8th one. It's another small peak, and you hit it, and you just feel yourself slump over down on the table.
Guys, I'm ghosting now.
Yeah. You're like pretty well non-functioning after this last one. But Bomb, yeah, exactly. Like you said, second win, even off the back. You're like, whew, yeah, you're feeling okay. You got 2 left. The crowd cheering you on has really inspired you. You're riled up. You're ready to go.
Yep.
You got 2 left to get through. No more disadvantage. You did so well in that last one.
Numa's dying on the table. Goes like, go Bomb.
Yeah.
Go Bomb.
He's going to take one in each hand and just go.
Yeah, go. Do that final check to see if you manage to stay upright. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Nice. So yeah, you kick them both back, and yeah, the whole crowd. You've got like 15 people crowd around the table now. They're all cheering and shouting, chanting, "Bomb, bomb, bomb, bomb!" And you knock that last one back, and you hold steady, deep breath. And I mean, you're real drunk, but you are not.
Bomb is going to take the 2 that Numa didn't get through, and he's going to drink those as well.
Oh my gosh!
Well, we paid for them. We're going to drink them.
You did. As you go to get that, you see the waitress that you had. She's walking over, and she's like holding out a T-shirt to you, and like a little souvenir pickaxe. And she like flips open the shirt, and it says on the front, like, "I conquered the Spine Ridge Mountains at the summit." and sets it on the table for you. As you like look at the next drinks, and the crowd's like, "Don't do it! Don't do! You've already proven yourself. No, it's too
Do
much."
Do it.
Yeah, Numa's still like
No,
putting
they're
that
down.
pressure on. All right, make another con save. The
I
last
cast
one.
guidance.
You're
I
going
cast
in.
guidance on Bomb.
Okay, yeah, Numa
I
too.
thought you were passed out.
He's
No,
drunk all out
I'm
for
still,
this.
I'm seeing
You-
ghosts.
He's
crawled
not
back up.
very functional.
He's a spirits bard. This is like his gig.
Mm.
Yeah,
what does
Bob,
guidance give? Gives an extra D4, isn't it?
D4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the Halloween one shot, everyone. We're going to play D&D drinking games.
How it goes.
Wow,
Oh,
dirty
Bring him
20.
up to the 20. Yeah, Bomb, you're just you like feel your legs quivering for a moment, and you stable, let out a nice belch, and you're good. You're good, and everyone like cheers from all around. Some people even like you see gold being exchanged in the background from people who've been making bets on whether or not you would endure.
Is Molbic the one doing the bets?
It could be multi.
Well,
Yes.
what is Molbic doing
Making
at
fuel on the fire.
Mm.
what is Molbic doing at this juncture?
Again?
You know, we should get another round to celebrate.
We only allow one of those per customer per evening, I'm afraid, for safety reasons.
But technically, Molbic didn't drink one, so we can have his round and we drink it.
Just, no, we cut them off, okay?
Liability involved.
Yeah, and you see the bartender just shaking her head. Gives a little cut. But,
Bong will go and find that Ulrich.
Eldra?
The orc guy.
The half orc was Eldra.
Eldra, yeah.
Yeah, I will.
I believe he's gone.
He's meandering through here.
Yeah.
Those were the
Okay, yeah, Eldra the
two
half orc,
characters.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're having trouble walking. Like you're stumbling through the
I want to
tavern.
help Bomb.
Numa, you'd be in a similar state of like barely like you go to get out of your chair and you fall to the ground.
But two wrongs make one right, correct?
Orion, Molbic, do you want to help your friends at all?
He
You
stumbles
guys are
against
still
the
fairly
wall.
sober.
I'm gonna
Not really.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him at a distance. I'm just kind of gonna just watch the general crowd. Maybe find a wheelbarrow that we might need to get them back in.
Help, guys! I've fallen. I can't get up.
About this time, your waitress comes back over. She says, "I assume you're going to be needing some rooms for the evening for your friends here."
No. I can sleep here. Don't mind me.
That's normally for the locals, but if you wish to, most of them meander out in the middle of the night. If you're staying here overnight, you got to pay.
What do you have available? What do you have available, room-wise?
Second floor is we still have every room open. There's not a lot of traffic that comes through our town, but silver piece for a night.
Brilliant.
How many to a room?
As many as
The
you
individual?
queen size bed.
We can dump these two together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Save some money. They're not going to know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take 3 rooms.
All right.
We'll
And then you hand her some silver, and she walks over and gives a couple keys your way. You notice each of them are like a different color. One's golden, one's copper, and one's silver. And you can see you assume they match some rooms upstairs, but they're all themed around different ores.
So can I use my bagpipes to cast Unseen Servant so that he can carry me to my room?
Unseen Servant has a strength of 1.
Well, it matches my current constitution, so.
But there would definitely be some of the tavern goers who would give you a hand and help you up the stairs if you need it.
I'm not sure if I trust strangers, but
Are you... Numa, are you small?
I'm
no,
pretty sure
I'm
satyrs are
big.
medium.
Satyrs
Yeah.
are-
Medium? Okay.
I
I say we just drape you over bomb.
Oh.
Take you.
I'm
No
not
one
sure if
rides
Bob
Bomb.
can even carry himself.
Well, that's true.
Shaky legs.
Well, Bomb wanders through the bar up against the wall, walks up the wall along the roof, and goes, "What's everyone
my
doing
gosh.
upside down?"
Oh, the spider climbing boots.
All right.
Damn it.
Everyone's upside down. Why is everyone upside down? Why are you on the roof?
And you notice some very confused patrons at the tables. They're like looking up and they're like, "Am I upside down?" Are not sure what's happening.
Oh my goodness. He's really gotten out of hand this time.
You are quite a ways up. You're probably like 15 feet off the ground. Well,
Mm.
depends on what you consider high up, but it would hurt if you
Mm.
fell.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do for the evening? Well, at this point, you know, a lot of the townsfolk, they're starting to filter out. There's still some people passed out around, but the crowd's thinned considerably as the night's starting to wind. Mhm. You're not sure at what point, but Bomb's got his T-shirt on. Uh, at some point, it happened. Uh,
That seems right.
you
It's
see
better
at
than
the
sleeping on the floor.
you see at the end of the hall, like you go upstairs and there's like 3 rooms on either side. And at the end of the hall is an adamantine suite that has a more ornate door, and you can tell the room is a little bit larger. But
So that's not where we are.
that's not where you are. But if you wanted to go back downstairs and inquire, you could.
No, that's all right.
All right, so you guys filter off into your rooms with a bit of help for some of you as you pass out, make your way to bed. Numa, make me a perception check as you lay on the floor.
Perception.
Be able to see
All right.
Bomb sleeping on the ceiling.
I'm in the same room, so should I?
You do not.
You're in the
Oh,
same
okay.
room, but not on the same plane.
Are we in the same? We're still downstairs, right?
If you want to,
But-
you could.
I'm
know if
headed.
you're going-
As soon as
Where's Numa?
I think Numa and Bomb are passed out in the same room. But
Yeah.
Okay,
Numa's
so we
the
did
only
get them
one.
upstairs.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We gave them the copper room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll take I'll take the silver. I'd be Ryan would be headed to bed as well.
But yeah, you
Mulder.
18. You're like out of it. You know, you're kind of in that daze between like conscious and unconscious. But you hear a voice that says, "If you're wise, I wouldn't go downstairs."
Yeah, I think I wouldn't too. I'm not even sure if I can go downstairs. Whatever creepy voice you're talking to me. Is it a ghost?
You're fairly
it's
certain,
good.
but you're pretty drunk.
I hope it's not the ghost of Bomb.
I did it. I conquered the mountain. I just want to go back home. So did you guys want to do anything else downstairs, or Ryan Moldick, before you go to bed, or are you?
No, I'd be headed to bed.
No. Yeah.
When Numa spoke, then was it vocal or was it in the spirit?
I assume Numa said it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Why
what was
don't you
Numa?
go down? Let's go downstairs. Why not go down that stairs?
Probably to avoid us drinking more or something of sorts.
Oh, yeah. We go down, drink more. Okay, sounds good.
No, Bomb, stay. Don't drink
Oh.
more.
Don't drink. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Bomb will stand back up again, do 5 circles, and then lie down again.
Scratch at the floor for a little bit to make sure it's comfy.
You got a pumpkin
right.
smasher for a pillow.
Yeah.
Everyone passes out on this evening in the lovely little town of Tavern after a night of celebration and drink. I need everyone to make an additional perception check.
I'm sleeping now.
I know you are.
Is it to do with smell or hearing?
It does not.
All right.
All right. So who are we missing? Bob. All right. So Orion, Numa, and Bomb, you all feel yourself startled awake. Orion, you're the first person. You're like, what is that? Like you feel your dream starting to become disturbed, and your eyes flash open, and you can feel the bed beneath you rattling ever so lightly, and you can hear it like the legs kind of slapping against the wood floor and rattling, and you can feel the ground quaking just ever so lightly beneath you, but it's enough to stir you awake. Numa and Bomb in your room, you notice the same thing, not quite as quickly as Orion, but yeah, like you're coming out of your drunken stupor. It's been a night's rest. So you're feeling pretty recovered. It's still dark. It's probably like 5 a.m. at this point. You're not sure, but it's dark outside. Sun's just starting to come up, but you can feel the ground trembling as well.
Either I have a nasty hangover or everything is trembling outside.
First thing that I would think of is like, oh no, bombs running on the ceilings again.
Appropriate.
And I'd gather my things and go make sure that Molbek's awake.
All right, so yeah, you grab your stuff, you open the door, head to the next room. Molbek, did you lock your door, or I guess are you trying to open, just like knocking on the door? Okay, so you give him a nice like, Molbek, wake up. Bomb and Numa, what are you doing?
Walking outside.
The rumbling is like staying persistent, and it's getting a little bit stronger.
Is Bomb sleeping?
He's up. Molbek is
up.
just like
Yeah.
Though maybe Wobbles would wake up.
Bomb's just going to lie down and put his front paws and his hands over his head. Just
Full.
Wake up, Bomb.
So yeah, Orion, you bang on Molbek's door, and Molbek, you wake up to that sound, and also realize that the ground is trembling beneath your bed.
Friend, I believe there's some issues. You may want to gather your things.
Yeah, Molbek's kind of gets up and he's all ready to go. He sleeps prepared and comes out the door. Is like, you guys feel the shaking, right?
Yeah.
That's not just me. That's happening to everybody.
That's happening.
That is happening, and I thought it might be Bomb, but now I'm not so sure.
It's not Bomb, and it's not me either, and it's not my hangover. There's clearly something going on.
And it's about this time you hear a scream cry out. You hear it coming through the windows of the rooms that you just left, but it's a man, and it's a terrified shriek. Yeah, it echoes through the room, and then you hear like, "Oh my God, help!" and then just cuts off.
I go back to bed.
From outside the building.
From outside, you guys, obviously hear that toned down because you're upstairs, but the windows are open, so you hear it, but it's coming from somewhere else.
Right.
Bomb gets up, grabs his weapons, and he's out the door. Someone needs help.
Follow Lassie. I mean Bomb.
Well, actually, it's probably more. He grabs his weapons, runs towards the door, smashes into it, realizes he's going to open the door, opens the door, runs out, sort of bounces down the hallway. He's still a bit wobbly.
You hear some other shrieks happen. They don't sound like they're in pain, more like fright and terror. You hear very distinctly like a woman's voice from downstairs screaming. You're like, Roger! And there's like, you can hear footsteps moving on the floor. The ground is still quaking. You guys are running downstairs. You head downstairs and you see the front doors of the tavern are thrown open wide. The place seems to be emptied out. You can still see where some people were asleep on the floor. They're now awake, and you see the bartender. She's like standing out on the front porch of this tavern, like just frozen in place. You can't tell what's going on from here, but there are a couple people standing out front.
Yeah, a quick approach, especially the bartender, and what seems to be going on?
So even as you approach, you realize
Just shifting
you get an
outside.
idea of what's going on here. Let me grab this real quick. Hope this works. There we go.
Ooh,
So you kind of approach the edge of the bar. Like you guys are still kind of, before you've even made it outside. You see a large hole in the ground, about 4 feet across in total, and around the area is like shredded pieces of clothing, a bit of blood, and you actually see like a severed hand sitting like palm up in the dirt nearby this hole. And yeah, the bartender, you like ask her what happened, and she's just like mouth agape, like hand over like her face, like in shock at what happened. Like some of the other townsfolk are looking around frightened, and you see some people starting to come out of their houses, a bunch of people in just like their pajamas. Like you see a guy just like in his tidy whities walking out of the house. He's got a pickaxe at the ready, and like one of his kids holding his daughter's hand as they're walking out, seeing what's going on. Like, what was that scream about? Yeah, you guys find the scene as you head outside. Ground is still rumbling.
How big is this hole?
About 4 feet across, but you can get close if you want to see how deep the hole goes.
Okay.
Okay.
are you
Maybe
going
it's
out?
just about the hole.
Mulbic's
what?
going out there
I
too.
was going to suggest that Wobbles fly over it to see.
Bon will go and have a look as well. Look down the hole.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me know what your owl finds out. I am not approaching that.
All right, keeping a distance. Okay, Mulbic, are you staying back too?
Yeah.
Just letting Wobbles go take a look. So you guys approach and like look over the edge of this hole. Do satyrs or Huskins have dark vision?
No.
No, we are experts at tunnel vision, but
You
Yeah.
can see the hole goes down until you can no longer see anymore, at least.
Right.
At least 30 feet deep.
Okay. The owl does have dark vision.
Wobbles can tell that this hole is about 50 feet deep.
Okay.
And seems to be, well, give me a perception check from Wobbles. We'll see what he can discern.
Okay.
12. All right. You can tell this isn't just like a straight up and down tunnel. This is part of, like, there's side tunnels coming off of this.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Bon will smell down the tunnel if he can smell anything or hear anything.
You can definitely hear the sound of like grinding stone beneath. You smell the most powerful scent in the air right now is like kind of that irony smell of blood. And even on like the edges of this tunnel, you can see blood that's been splattered as Roger was pulled down to the depths, you presume.
Mm-hmm.
He is no longer here.
I assume Roger is dead.
So you hear like some of the townspeople like, "What happened? Did you see anything?" And the bartender, she looks over. She's like, "Did you all see anything on your way into town? What, or anything from your rooms? What the hell was this?"
We didn't see anything, but we heard noises and we came to check.
I mean, we felt the shaking.
That's happened all the time in this town.
Is it still shaking?
Ground is still shaking.
It is, okay. And we feel it.
Yeah, it's died down a little bit. Like it kind of reached its apex as you were heading down the stairs right before Well, right when the screams happen, it's
Right.
when it grew most powerful.
Hmm.
Sounds good.
The hole, does it look like material from the hole kind of came up? Like, is there dirt and debris around the hole, or was it like, other than the blood, is it just like there's nothing around the hole?
Like something came from underneath.
A nature or
Huh.
Arcana check. I'll give you your choice.
Sorry, was there Arcana or what was the other one?
Nature or Arcana, your choice.
Okay. I will do an Arcana.
Okay. It's hard to tell. The hole is very smooth. Like it's almost that perfect diameter all the way up, and very few flaws in it. So you're like, it almost seems magically made, but you're not quite sure. And yeah, about this time, let's see here. I actually forgot about my other characters for a moment. We got, oh, did my paste work? There we go. The bartender's name is Rona. I don't think we fully introduced, but you see Vol come running back over, jumps over the fence in front of the tavern, and then you also see Eldra come running up with, he's actually fully decked out and like battle garb, and he's got a pretty hulking two-hand, like greatsword in his hands. An impressive, intimidating blade that actually gets like wider towards the end. Not someone you look to want to tangle with necessarily, but he runs up and he's trying to gauge the situation. And there he is.
We'll fill him in on what we know.
A lot of the townspeople, like any of the children, the parents are like, we need to get them back inside. This is a little too violent. I'm not sure what's going on. But as Elder's kind of walking up, trying to gauge what's happening, you feel the ground starting to shake more violently. And make me another perception check, if you would. Across the board.
Across the board?
This is going to be, yeah, is this? Yeah, I think just general perception on this one.
Have I done anything besides getting an 18 on perception? Be like 3 in a row.
It's pretty consistent. So, well, going in again. Yeah, I'll see it. Everyone except Bomb, you notice looking out this way towards the right side of the map, kind of going along the path of the street almost, you can see the earth starting to churn a bit and become displaced as the ground's like lifting up, and that those tremors are getting stronger and stronger, and you hear townsfolk starting to scream and panic as they go to run towards their houses. And Eldra, he looks over and says, "We should get to the roofs. Everyone off the streets." And he kind of points and goes to grab a ladder to get on top of the tavern. What are you guys doing?
All right.
Hmm.
Does it look like there's anyone that's close? Well, I don't see. Anyone look like they're having trouble getting up onto the roof?
I mean, there's town folks scattered throughout. We'll just say, let me find my random townsperson. There is over in this area someone who's trying to climb up on this rooftop right next door, and they are kind of jumping up and grabbing the ledge. There's not like a ladder or anything to climb off of in this area. A lot of these other places have barrels and logs and tables, things to boost up, but these people are kind of stuck.
All right. Well, Bomb will run over to that person, grab them, and run up the wall.
Nice.
Basically, he's going to do the grab people, run up the wall, deposit them on roof, run down, grab someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and
you're making your rounds. Like you see the creature, like it kind of surges back down into the earth, and you see it like kind of sweep beneath a bit. Like you can't see it anymore, but you can kind of feel the tremors moving around the town.
Well, I didn't see the creature. I just heard him say that. Yeah.
So people are continuing to scramble, and you hear another scream ring out as, oops, that is the wrong thing. On this side, another hole opens up. If this would work. Right in the middle of the road. And this is as this happens, you realize like this is a second one of these things. Whatever this is, that's not the same as the one that you've been following around that's been kind of stirring up trouble over here. And you hear a man give out a scream as you see erupt from this hole a well, we can get a graphical representation real quick. I guess Wally, you have the official art. I don't know if you ever did anything with it. But...
I tried to color it and it turned out awful. I didn't want to.
All right, give me just a second. I gotta find it.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So do we at this point do we realize this is some type of a beast or monster that's making this rather than maybe
Pretty
just like
certain of that.
okay.
It's not a natural phenomenon of the earth.
My other thought would have been like there was tunnels underground that something's knocking them loose and revealing them. So
I haven't given you guys an opportunity to act really. Bomb, you've been over here helping people.
Mhm.
Awesome. Actually, get some inspiration for that for helping those folks. The rest of you, what are you doing? You see like Eldra and Val and Rona, they all make for the roof over here. There's people making for the rooftops all around town, people climbing up, helping each other. Everyone's just getting onto the rooftops. They're terrified of what this is lurking below. Where are you guys going? Are you going to get on top of one of these buildings? Are you standing your ground down below? What's your plan?
I rush up the ladder and I go like Mulvick and Orion. Come on, guys, get up there. That's not safe down there.
Okay.
As long as we're going up there and we're not the like if there's like innocent folks out there, I'm sure that we would probably try to or Orion would probably like try to at least shoo them inside or something. But if it looks like everybody from my perspective has been moved to safety already, then I would go up the ladder.
Yeah. Everyone that you had seen, this person who's getting over here was not in your vision until he started running when he couldn't get up over here.
Okay.
It's an unfortunate moment.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah, Bomb helped the people over here that couldn't get up because this building does not have the steps, ladders effect that everything else does. But you feel pretty comfortable going up and feeling okay about that.
Yeah. Yep. Then I'd go up the ladder and hang out at the top.
The ladder's like over here. I don't have it on the map.
That's okay.
It's this thing here.
There you go. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, the creature, you see that hole open up as like a 4 prongs, almost diamond-shaped head erupts from the ground and opens up almost like a flower, revealing this gaping mouth. This is what the creature looks like. Oops. If I can make it large.
It's like an onyx.
A little bit like an onyx. But you can see like this rock stone body. It looks like it's just, an amalgamation of stone and crystal, and you can see some glittering gold and silver veins like amongst the rocks that form its body. But then this mouth of these 4-pronged, like I said, almost like flower petal-like heads opened up, and they formed like a diamond shape when they were closed. And yeah, these vicious rock teeth in its mouth. And as it erupts from the ground, and I'm going to use a different token just because it blends in a little better.
So it's got like veins of gold and silver going through it and stuff. Okay. And Orion's gonna look over at Eldra and say, "Well, it looks like the work has come to you."
Yep.
Oh my, is that actual size?
They are huge. They're about 20 to 25 feet in length, about 4 feet across. So they're pretty massive. This picture, this is a dramatization. What's in the image? They're not quite the sandworms of Dune or of Magic the Gathering. But as this thing erupts from the ground, you see a man who had just come running around the side of this building. It jumps up and it grabs. You see a tongue lash out and grabs his leg and starts dragging him towards this hole as its head starts dipping down as it's pulling him towards the hole. And he's desperately grabbing the ground, trying to hold on to anything. He grabs the light post over here, but he's just holding on as the creature's dragging him.
How far away is he? That's more than 30 feet, isn't he?
From you? Let's find out. We got the ruler.
I'm afraid to touch anything because it might mess up the stream.
40 feet. From you, but I mean, you can get a little bit of movement in.
Can I run about 10 feet along the side of the the roof and attempt to cast Thorn Whip, which has a 30-foot range, but not do the
Right.
damage, but try to grab that guy away from it?
Yes, let's
Pull him
go
closer?
into initiative real quick,
Okay.
and we'll kick things off as you attempt to save this man. I was like, why can't I click this thing? Because I had my ruler on.
So if you guys click your token and then click initiative in D&D Beyond, it should work. We'll see here, because it's never been easier.
Oh
right.
gosh, we're doubling up though. Go. All right, so that's everyone, I think. Let's get everyone in order. So, Bomb,
Yep.
you were technically the first to act. We'll say you just finished boosting some people up onto this rooftop over here
Right.
when this happened.
Well, I'm going to charge 30 feet. What's my move? 40 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw a javelin and try and spear the tongue.
Okay.
To,
Oh yeah, I need to more. Go ahead and make an attack roll against that tongue.
That's a 13 to hit.
And you hurl your javelin across this small expanse. You're trying to hit a pretty small target, and it hits. You see it hit the top of the creature's head and just bounce off the stone and clatter to the ground, like seeming to have no effect against this creature's thick outer flesh, if it can be called such a thing. Do you have anything else on your turn?
And I'm going to go into a rage.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to rage.
Eldra is going to grab his greatsword, and he's going to run, and he's going to jump down here. And he takes that greatsword, and he's going to raise it overhead and swing it down on that tongue. Everything he's got. And just smacks down this huge greatsword that he wields. Like I said, kind of flared out end of it. You felt his grip. He's a pretty large dude, works in the mines. He smacks it down on that tongue, and it just hits stone. You see his arms like shake violently as he lifts the blade back up, and my God, it's like steel. As he looks down. Yeah, he seems a bit thrown off by this. And Molbeck, we're over to you.
All right, Molbeck is how far? All right, Molbeck will kind of move to the edge of the roof, and then kind of gather his kind of energy and attempt to just kind of telekinetically shove the creature, kind of jostle it in hopes that maybe it'll, let go of the guy's leg or whatever.
All right.
And so he's gonna need to make a strength save.
Okay. Double check. It's 23.
Yeah.
So you try to press on this creature with psychic energy, and as you hit it, you fully appreciate. You're like, there's a lot more to this creature that's not being shown here, down within this hole. It is.
Yeah, this thing is pretty solid.
Tons, multiple tons. This thing has to weigh, as you see its body kind of slithering, and you do appreciate a little bit as you look down on it. It's definitely using some sort of magical displacement for that dirt, as it does burrow through the stone and dirt beneath your feet. But do you have anything for Wobbles to do?
Well, I mean,
Eldritch.
Wobbles will go down and kind of just do a quick pass by to see if there's any sort of help or anything it can do, but it looks around. It's like, no. It comes back.
There's a big worm.
It's like,
All right, Numa, we get over to your turn, and you just hear like a little whisper. I told you not to go down there.
And I didn't go down there. You said last night. I wouldn't know that today I couldn't go down there. Right now, you can help me. So Numa goes over here and tells Malbec and screams to everyone else to cover their ears. She pulls out her bagpipes and she casts Shatter,
Ooh. Nice.
which technically he should have disadvantage, right? Because
It is
according to what it says, creatures
Oh,
made of
yeah.
inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal have disadvantage.
Yep.
You bringing out the stops?
And Bomb will add a howl to that shatter.
Is he adding as help, or is he adding because the sound makes his ears hurt?
Both.
So you give out a, and yeah, you see it hits this creature, and you see chunks of stone like erupt off of its body and fall and scatter across the ground around you. That's actually.
Bump, get the diamonds. They're the girl's best friend.
There is like silver and gold stone that's falling on the ground, but let's see.
I guess we are mining.
He does.
It's time to go to work.
Hold on still.
I mean, I wouldn't call this a mine.
All right, let's see here. Oh gosh. So he, you see the worm. He's still got a hold of this guy's leg as it pulls its head and starts to drag down. And you see his hands, gripping into the wood of the signpost. You can hear the wood crack. His fingers are digging in, starting to bleed on the ends as he's trying to hold on desperately. And you see one of the hands slip as this thing is getting ready to pull him down this hole. If nothing happens pretty quickly. He's just screaming out in terror. Most of the town people are just on the roofs screaming. They're afraid to go down to the ground because there's still tremors moving around through these areas. There's something like they know there's another one of these creatures at least here in the town. And also, it's around this time you hear the frightened cries of horses calling out and whinnying in pain and in terror. And those of you on the roof, you can actually see the stables partially collapse and horses running off into the distance.
That's good.
And we're around to Orion again. You've moved a little bit closer, I think. Or no, this is just your first turn.
Yeah.
You were first to say you want to do something, last to act.
Well, yeah. Well, nobody was looking. I just inched over a little bit. So that's Eldra down there in combat with it on the ground, right?
Yeah, he jumped off the roof and took some damage, and then kind of rolled and tried to cut the thing's tongue with his greatsword and brought the sword down on it, but didn't seem to hurt it.
And describe to me again the predicament that the civilians in.
So there's a signpost here, or like a lantern post, and he is holding on with like one hand. The creature has this strange like tongue sticking out of its mouth. It's grabbed onto his leg with like stone protrusions that have dug in. You can see blood starting to seep from his calf where this is bit onto him. And it's pulling him towards its mouth and towards this hole.
Okay. And the tongue, is it like flesh or is it stone?
It looks to be stone coated.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard Elder say it's like steel when he hit it.
Interesting. Okay. If he says, okay, up to you. I've been reading up on it. No, that would be a bad idea because that would probably hit the other guy. I was thinking heat metal, but that's supposed to be a manufactured object, so we will pass on that. I would like to try to throw a first level guiding bolt, and I know probably not supposed to called shots, but I am going to aim for that tongue.
All right. I'll up the AC by 2 as you try to hit that tongue.
Okay. So let's see here. Guiding bolt. I've got 1 use of that per day, so that will go boom. So that'll be an 18.
That is a hit.
Sweet. All right. Damage wise. So 15
Oh my
points
God.
of radiant damage.
Nice.
Yes.
So yeah, this glittering bolt smashes into this creature, and it gives out a cry of pain, and you see it pull down into that tunnel with a rapid jerk. After you hit it, you see its body starting to shine. It doesn't, definitely not a fan. And as it retreats down into that hole, it rips his leg off.
Oh.
So you see the leg, like it bites down and just rips it clean off below the knee, and drags that part of it into its mouth, and then it descends down into the hole. Elder tries to take another slap at it as it retreats, but just glances the greatsword off that stony flesh, and you're left with this creature gone once again.
And
But,
the guy's missing a leg.
Yeah, he's screaming and pain, but he is not inside of the creature's stomach in a pit. So
No,
I
he's
mean,
just
you
bleeding
chalk
to
it up
death
if
from
it's
his
okay.
leg.
At least he
Yeah.
got lucky to break a leg.
Elder pretty quickly moves over and grabs his belt off of his outfit and moves to staunch the bleeding on this wound as fast as he can. He's like, "Stay with me, Lee. You've got this. You're strong." And you see him like looking over that hole, and he says, "Watch my back." As he's looking back over, seeing if this thing's going to show back up. But you do feel the tremors subside a bit.
Yeah. Well, Bomb will look down the hole.
Similar to before, it's a deep hole. You can see until, like, you want to light up your
Yeah.
hammer and look down.
Yeah, but it only extends 20 feet, so it's not going to be.
It's a deep hole.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do with the hole?
No.
But yeah, so Eldra manages to get him, get his leg tied off as best he can, and looks around for the roof that has the doctor on top of it, and looks to you, Bomb, says, "Can you help me get him over there?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll carry the man up to the doctor.
You guys, make your way down over here real quick. And do you want to climb up on the roof when you're done, or do you want to go back to where the rest of your companions are at?
I'll stay on the roof with
Eldred?
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you, you're still up on this roof. The ground has ceased shaking a bit for now. You see, like, pretty much everyone in the town that you can see is up on the rooftops, kind of out of immediate harm's way. Yeah, there's a lot of parents screaming, trying to keep or not screaming, but children screaming, and parents trying to keep them calm. There's children crying. There's a lot of fear as, the tremors have mostly subsided, but you can still feel it. Like, it's just that barely slight little, like, they're still down there somewhere digging around. You know that they haven't left you.
Does that take us out of initiative, or are we still in it?
It is. We're out of combat.
Yeah.
Who's on the roof with us?
So you have Val and Rona up here with you. That's the bartender and one of the supervisors from the mines.
Orion's going to kind of look at her a little cross and be like, "Evidently, your mining has awoken some beasts. At least that's what it looks like to me. What do you say, Mulbeck, Numa? Do you agree?"
I never saw anything like that, but I'd assume that the new vein they found is probably one of those things over there. And the minings they are conducting there might have caused the creatures to come out to town. The creature, can I tell how big it was when it came out of the hole?
Like I said, about 4 feet across. From what you can see, the part of its body that came out, it came probably like 10 feet out. You managed between 20 and 40 feet.
Okay, so based on how high we are on the roof, would I say that it was at our level, higher?
It looked to be trying to keep itself mostly submerged. It didn't seem to want to come out. It like erupted, grabbed that guy, and went to pull him back down to the hole. You're not sure it might be able to reach on that roof if it really wanted to go for you.
Yeah, because that's pneumosphere that the creature can come back and start destroying the houses, and we start losing our safe place. So we need to act quickly. And
Depends on
apparently,
how
there
smart
seems
these
to
things
be-
are.
They look kind of the tactics they employed, and we know that there are at least 2 of them, right? We don't know if there are more.
Be a whole
Well,
nest.
Yeah,
something
all
went
this-
after the horses while this one was over here.
Great.
There's a 2, maybe
Right.
3, maybe more. And did you see eyes on those things? I didn't see eyes.
I
And
had
you did not
No.
either.
I-
Stone.
I guess probably some sort of tremor sense.
They seem to only be attacking people that were on the ground level. So I would assume that would be the cause. That they could sense the people walking. And since we're up on the roofs, it couldn't sense us. So my guess is it's blind, kind of like a mole. But that maybe
So-
be metagaming.
I mean, you've seen what these creatures do.
Yeah.
that's a fair
This-
assumption to make.
was asking Val again. Was there any indication that you might have set something loose when you made your discovery yesterday? Because it seems that your discovery is alive.
We broke into a new vein. It was a natural tunnel unlike any we'd really seen before. I mean, you should have seen the silver and gold we uncovered there. We left almost immediately to come drinking and celebrate. I've never seen such a bounty, but
So, in that place you uncover, was it like a nest? Would you call it a mine?
Did the tunnels look like that? I point down at it.
Yeah, exactly.
tunnels were much larger than that.
Oh,
It was easily large enough to stand in some 20 feet in diameter, but gold and silver scattered all about. We didn't, like I said, it was dangerous to traverse too deep into an unknown tunnel after we just exploded our way in. We need to have proper structure in place before we delve too much deeper. But I mean, the way these creatures looks like that tunnel. The gold and silver in the stone. I've never heard of anything like this in this area, though. We've never encountered anything like this in generations of mining. But
I guess with a thing as strange as that one, I guess we can call this a cryptocurrency.
oh gosh, you see Eldra like shout out. He's like, "Thing skinned, as tough as nails. I don't think a sword's gonna make it through that." And you see Vel's like, "Shut the hell up! Those things are gonna hear you." He seems to like put his head down, gives a thumbs up.
oh,
I mean,
And,
swords might not work, but we can use magic, or do you guys have like explosives or something?
that's what I was just thinking. Some explosives.
Val nod. We've got enough explosives to blow those things right to hell, but we keep the explosives away from the town for safety reasons. They're at the mines, and she kind of like turns and points in the distance. It's about 400 yards to where the mines are, across completely open terrain. And she's like, and she like looks over and like points to the horses actively running away still. And you actually like as you look over, you see another one of these things reach up and like grab one of the horses and pull it down into a hole.
Oh, my.
A couple hundred feet away, as the rest of them continue to gallop away.
Wow, they're fast.
But you see a full-size horse gets dragged down by this creature into the hole. She's like, we just have to find a way to get over there. But I mean, if we can lure them and make them, we have fuses. We can wire up explosives on a delay or set them to charge when we throw them. But we've got to get to them.
Or we can get a giant elk, fill it with explosives, Give it to the creatures. When the creatures eat it, it explodes.
That's a fantastic idea.
I like it.
I do
There's
too.
at least two of them, and I have 3 fuzzy balls. So that solves the problem.
Stuff an animal full of explosives.
So you guys are having this conversation, and
Another horse is killed.
not quite, but you do see a dog that comes running out of one of these buildings and into the streets,
Oh no.
and you hear
Oh no,
Uh, you hear one of the
Bombs down and running towards the dog to grab the dog and run up another wall.
yep.
He's gonna save the doggy. He's gonna save the puppy.
As the dog, he comes running out of this house down here, and you see this child who runs and jumps down after him. Says, "Ollie, no, Ollie!"
Ah.
and runs out into the street to chase after his pup. And so yeah, bomb.
Yep,
There's
bombs
the child
after the
and
dog
the
and the
down
kid. He's gonna try and sweep both of them up.
All right. And yeah, I mean you're fortunately very close to this side of the battlefield as the dog goes rushing. Make me we'll say a sleight of hand check, or I'll give you athletics, I suppose, to catch the dog, because he seems to be quite scared. And as you jump down, this child jumps down, the dog jumps down, you feel the ground immediately start to quake very nearby.
Sounds like that tremor sense was probably right on the money.
21 on the athletics.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you managed to snag Ollie as he's running down the street, and you reach a hand out and snag the little boy as he's running for his pet. Where are you heading?
To the other roof.
Well,
Which
I'm
roof?
heading this way, so I'm just gonna climb up onto that roof.
All right, and you're taking both of them with you?
Yeah.
All right, and you set him back down, and the little boy's like clinging to his dog, holding him close as his mom immediately goes over and wraps her arm around him. And she hugs him close, and she pulls back, and she starts smacking him. What the hell were you thinking, Thomas?
My
She's like,
God.
I love you so much, and then hugs him close again.
She's scarier than the monsters.
And yeah, and it's moments later, the ground erupts right next to you, Bomb, and you see like a whole sprout from the ground here, and you see the creature, like its head peeks up, and you see like looking around as if it's surveying the area, just that diamond-shaped head scouting out, almost as it's listening, I suppose you'd say, as it's, and then slowly pulls its head back into the hole, unless you want to do something. It is looking around for a few seconds.
No.
Play a game of whack-a-mole.
We did better get a plan quick. And give Bomb a thumbs up from way over where we're at.
Not only did he conquer the mountain, he also conquered our hearts.
Actually, yeah.
Bomb's got this T-shirt on while he's doing it.
Yeah, he's still wearing the T-shirt for sure.
Actually, probably about this time, after all this activity, Bomb's going to throw up over the edge of the roof.
Oh,
Oh,
At least aim for the hole.
One of the other townsfolk, he goes over and he says, "Let it out, buddy. Let it out. Thank you so much. You saved my son. I owe you more than I'll ever be able to repay."
Ask him for a round of shots.
So what does
Bomb wipes his mouth and says, "Still tastes better than candy corn."
So you
yeah.
feel another set of tremors approaching from the east again.
Oh my.
As they approach the surface, and you see one of these creatures stick its head up into the air, similar to the one did over here, as if it's just kind of scouting out the town. And you hear someone on this rooftop like, "What the hell is it doing?" Like cries out to everyone, and you see Belle, "Shut the hell up!" And it's just, and you see the worm like turn its head in that direction, turn its head over in your direction, and just kind of like looks around. And the mouth opens up wide to expose like that inner tunnel with the teeth as that flower-shaped maw reveals itself. And you see the stone starting to like swell through its body, almost as if it's going to throw up. You can like, see convulsive motions. And then you see it hurl a chunk of stone that lands over here on the rooftop.
Oh shit! It's throwing
Just
rocks
whoop.
now.
Yeah, just vomits a rock right up there on the rooftop,
Oh,
which
yeah.
then begins to unfurl shortly thereafter.
So that's how they reproduce.
Did it just throw up a
Baby
little
rock.
baby rockworm? Oh my
That's
goodness!
It did.
Oh,
And then you see two more that land up there next to you.
oh
Anyone
yeah.
who's going to do anything while he's making
They're
his children.
they're hard as rocks and reproduce like rabbits. Perfect.
Yeah, I think for these, I think we got to get rid of these up here first. I would assume, I guess. I know Orion would probably just start using Thorn Whip right away, trying to smack it.
But you see, so it throws up a couple sets of these children as they slowly start to unfurl from their rocks and squeeze out, unfolding to a body that's about 3 feet in length. And you see like heads peeking up into the air as if they're sensing, and then starts to slide over.
Oh yeah, it's like
What do you do? They look like they're just exploring their environment right now. But there are a couple people over here. They got one on their roof that's a little bit larger even.
Mhm.
And the townsfolk over here are not as stoic as your lot. And they start to scream.
How big are these things?
These are about 3 feet long.
Do
This
they-
one over here is about 4 feet long.
Do they look heavy?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're made of rock.
Okay.
Probably, you imagine a couple 100 pounds or, yeah.
Oh shit. Um.
Kind of the size of a large dog, but made of rock.
Yeah, this isn't good. Guys, I have issues.
And one of these slithers over to one of the townsfolk over here on the roof, and he sees its mouth open up as it leaps onto him and attacks him.
Oh
What would you
boy.
like to do?
Alright.
So not
Do we want
not even the
initiatives
rules
or-
are safe.
Yeah, we can roll for initiative. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's see how this works.
Yeah. So we have got to figure a way to lure these things away from town. Are we
Oh my
redoing?
God.
Are we redoing
Huh?
our initiative? Are we redoing our
Yes.
initiative?
Do
Yes,
combat.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Some fine initiative there.
6, 4, 5,
That's
1.
hilarious. I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Wow. Blackjack.
Did you get a 24? Is that real? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Bomb and Molbeck. Who wants to go first?
Bombwell, he seems to be
All right.
the type that would take that little extra bit of initiative.
Well, your dex is higher than mine, so
It is, but
yeah. Okay. But yeah.
Okay, so I go first.
Yes, Numa, you are very first. So you see one over here that's attacking one of the townsfolk, like biting into him and wrapping its rock body around him. These three, they don't seem to, like, you guys all remain fairly calm here. Like Vol and Rona are both like hands up, not moving, and they don't seem to even pay you any mind. They're like hunting, sniffing around.
I ask them if you guys can take care of those three.
You see Rona like gesture to her missing arm, and then like pulls out a knife. And Paul draws a pair of twin short swords. She's like, I can't kill these by myself.
Yeah, that's why I asked the two of you.
Oh, the two of us can't kill these by ourselves. Look at these things.
I look at Orion and go like,
Oh yes, I've got it. No
so you
problem.
can take care of those three, right?
Yes. Go
So
on.
if it was four, there would be no problem, okay?
Right. I've got it.
Okay, so four is no problem. So I want to try vicious mockery on the other one to drag her attention to us.
All right. Is that what kind of save is that? A charisma or wisdom?
I can display it. It's wisdom and cast it.
Oh. The creature just seems confused.
I mean, technically they don't have ears, so I don't
Yeah.
think they can hear it.
How do you perform your vicious mockery?
Some taps.
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes? You do see the worm over here, like its head's still out, and it looks like it's got some more left in it. But it like recoils at the sound of your bagpipes.
So which one recoils?
The big one.
Oh, the big one. Okay.
It doesn't like submerge it like down into the ground, but it doesn't. You're not sure if it's trauma from the shatter that went off earlier, but it does not seem to like the sound of your bagpipes.
Well, that makes two of us, actually.
3.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say anything, friend, but you could use some lessons.
Yeah, it really wakes up the dead.
Yeah, you hear a voice next to you. It's like, is that the best you've got? You're gonna let these creatures defile my town after I died for this? And you look over and you see a guy with his like hand missing, clothes and tatters.
Oh, you're Roger, the guy that.
Lee, I'm Lee.
Lee?
Roger didn't die.
Oh, Roger's alive, so you're Lee. Okay. So can you give us a hand? I go like a hand, and then I look at his hand and go like, yeah, never mind.
Too soon.
Too soon. Okay, so
You need to
that's
save my town, goddammit.
Yeah, it's second priority here.
All right.
Saving ourselves is the first priority.
And this one continues to. Let's see here. What do you got for the big rock worm? All right. And it manages to just completely tear into this townsfolk over here that had a hold up, just biting down and twisting stone wrapping around his body. He's crying out in pain. The other people over here are grabbing weapons and trying to like desperately smack at the creature and fight back, but it seems to have locked around its prey, unfortunately. Eldra is going to hop down and sprint over in this direction, getting to the ladder as he will begin to climb next turn, but for now he's on the ground and he's not liking it.
Could I try to pull him up
He's just at the bottom of the ladder. It's about 20 feet up, so
so I can pull the ladder?
Not
Not today.
I like it. We may have to go to Molbeck. I don't know if Bomb's there.
Bomb is still vomiting on the top of the roof.
All right. So the 3 on the roof with us, they're still kind of searching. They're not aggressing.
They're absolutely looking at Numa with like very hungry eyes now.
Right, from the bagpipes.
Yeah. Did
Right.
Bomb go though? What did you do, Bomb?
His screen's blank,
Oh,
so
All right,
he must have
Molbeck,
stepped
start.
away for a second, so we
Yep.
can skip him.
All right. Okay, so Malbec is gonna, let's see, it's going to saunter up to this creature here. Saunter might be not the right word, but and then he's gonna cast just like, well, hello, and is gonna then cast the booming blade through his rapier, and then I guess that just works by.
Woo!
Nice.
That's a good hit.
Okay. So that hits.
Oh yeah.
I hope.
Oh, yeah. Very much
Okay.
so.
I hope so too.
Oh, I didn't have to get the. There's 8 piercing
Make
damage.
me a stealth check before you start your turn.
Make me. You want me to make a stealth
They are
check?
blind, and they were focusing on the bagpipe. He might not be aware of you. Yeah, he's unaware of your presence as you walk up.
Okay, so I would have had advantage then.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will. I'll take that sneak attack damage then, and I'm going to take my cunning action, and then just quickly take a step, disengage, and take a step back. And if the booming blade is on it, I'm not. So if it moves of its own kind of free will, it'll take the extra thunder damage.
Oh, nice.
And that's that's Malbec.
14 damage out of the gates. Yeah. So how does the booming blade? I guess the booming blade hasn't hit yet. It's just your rapier and your sneak attack.
Basically it's the weapon, and then it has like this, I don't know, charged up thunder energy that if it moves, it takes 1d8 thunder damage.
So yeah, like you walk up to this thing, and it's got like its head up, kind of hissing as like an aggressive, almost snake gesture in the direction of Numa from that bagpipe, and you just kind of like reach over and stab it right into the mouth, into that kind of gummy inner mouth section as you rip it out, and it does a pretty substantial amount of damage. You can like this creature, your rapier pierces out the back and explodes some of the rock around. You can see some fine geodes and bits of silver littering the roof here, and the creature gives out a wail of pain as it waves its head in the air, and it's not looking good. And then we're over to Bomb.
Okay. Bomb's just going to run over the rooftops, jump from this rooftop to this one. Do I need to athletics check?
No. You can make a 5-foot.
And 40-foot movement gets him to here, and then he's going to throw a javelin at the one that's on the roof that's attacking the person. This one here.
Okay. Is that a disadvantage for the javelin?
Probably.
So 45 feet. But make your attack.
Range is 30. Damn.
Yeah, so it's disadvantage, but you can hurl that javelin over there.
Well, if you did it from there, it'd still be. Yep. Okay. Disadvantage. So.
Come on, Bob. I believe, though. He's done it before with drinking. Why not with a javelin?
But he had guidance beforehand.
Look, why not with a javelin? Why not with a javelin? Yeah. So you square up and you hear that.
And that's 10 damage.
Wow. Wow.
starting to die out as you just launch that javelin, and the things like wrap around the body, but you see the javelin just impale between two pieces of stone as the creature reels up and gives out a cry of pain, as like a strange gravelly blood starts to pour from it. But you also see bits of stone and silver and gold raining down on this rooftop as the townsfolk sweep in with this opportunity and look to take this creature down. And Orion, what do you got for us?
I'm going to, if I were to, I'm going to use my Thorn Whip cantrip to try to attack this one here.
All right, make that attack roll.
Let's see here. Whip it. Ooh. That is only going to be an 8.
So you get that whip out and you hit it, and like you wrap the vine around it, but it's just not taking hold of thorns against this less thick stone flesh than the adult for sure, but still pretty tough flesh.
Okay. I will then use bonus action to use my wild shape to take a constellation form. And the constellations that will be the stars that will be burning on my astral elf will be that of the form of an archer.
Oh.
And then let's see, as archer as on activation and as a bonus action, you can make a ranged spell attack. So that is what I would like to do. So with that, I did not set up my character very well in D&D Beyond. I have to look for things. My apologies. Ranged spell attack, which would be a 19.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And then that will be under my next turn. I will have this under control, I hope. D8 plus 4. So that'll be 9 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And that
was on this one, right?
Yeah. Yep. And that will end my turn. I will.
So yeah, that you transform into this form. Look, we're going quick. It's the new Orion.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
As you pull your constellation shot and hit it, and chunks of stone erupt off of its back, scatter across the rooftop, and the creature gives out a cry of pain, but still alive. As we move over to the gentle and perhaps frightened Wobbles.
Oh, Wobbles is a veteran. All right. Well, I'm going to. Wobbles will go over here, kind of circle around the this creature here who is wounded, and kind of do a little screech to kind of distract it, kind of in the other direction, kind of and kind of give the help action, and then fly back out of harm's way.
All right. I like it. Well, with that, so the creature, give me a deception check for Wobbles.
Deception check. All
You're
right.
trying to distract, right? This, in addition to the help action, I want to see.
Okay. Okay, I don't have deception, so I'll just roll a charisma.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. So you're still helping, but it doesn't decide to go after the fake Wobbles. It still heads after Molbeck, and as it moves, it takes thunder damage. Is that what happens?
Yeah, I can grab that damage for you. So 5 thunder damage.
So yeah, you see the creature like turn and start to slither to you, and then like if it had eyes, they'd go wide as the thunder booms from within it, and it just kind of erupts into a pile of rubble and collapses before you with gold and silver shimmering.
Nice.
This one is going to slither its way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to push past him. Because it doesn't know where your bow came from, Orion. These ones are going after Numa. As they come in from 2 different sides.
Oh, yes,
Guys,
the bagpipes.
Hell,
Huh?
guys, help!
There's a 9 to hit from one of them, which I imagine you managed to tenderly dodge out of the way on the edge of this rooftop. Just
While playing the bagpipes.
yep. And then the 20 for the other one.
That hits.
So you see its little clawed teeth go and bite onto your leg. I'm trying to think. And you are grappled as it grabs hold of you and pulls tight. So it's kind of fixed its teeth around your leg and it's trying to wrap its body around you, but you're fixed in place for the moment. And then at the top of the round, with all this commotion going on,
I don't know about commotion. Orion's fighting quietly.
it's true.
Civilized.
Shh.
This one down here rears its head up,
Oh god.
and wouldn't you know it, there's 3 more of them on the roof.
Surprise, surprise.
All right, Numa, we're back to you.
I'm grappled, I can't move.
You can't move right now, but
But I can try and cast Minor Illusion to see if I can distract all of them. I'm gonna send it like, let's say here. Being here.
and this one that's grabbing you is hurt. It was smacked into by Orion. Very nice. Oh, at the top of initiative as well, the townspeople. This one's on the edge of death. They managed to take it out after Bomb's amazing javelin throw.
He's a
Right,
hero.
You're gonna make a distraction over in this direction.
Yes.
All
You
right.
can just
Minor,
do your bagpipes
minor.
over there.
All right.
I like blow the bagpipes, but you only hear the sound coming from there. It's like magic.
So you're just whatever sound bagpipes make, right? You know, it's
Not that bad,
intentionally making them sound worse than normal
I guess.
to draw the creatures. Not that bad. You're right. You're right. So yeah, they'll have to pass a save. Or yeah, as long as you guys stay quiet, it's a good play. Anything else in your turn, Numa, or is that that wrap it up?
I want to give Bardic inspiration to Orion. You're quiet over there. You quietly have Bardic inspiration. Which is a d6. Yes.
All right.
Let me
And
note
Val,
it.
she pulls out her short swords and she's going to do what she can to help and lay into this worm that's got you pinned. And she managed to get a hit with her offhand for pretty good damage as she takes one sword, swipes in, smacks against the stone. You see her arm. She takes the other one, curves around, and stabs in between 2 holes in the plates. And this creature lets out a shriek of pain, and it is barely holding on to life after the attack. And Rona's going to try to finish it off. She's only got the 1 dagger attack, but that is a hit. And that is enough to kill it.
Wow.
So they band up, help you out. Numa, you are freed as this creature perishes as these blades strike in.
See, you guys have this under control. You don't need our
In a
help.
rain of gold and silver.
Yeah.
There's 4 more of them still, I'll remind you.
This is like like pinatas that drop money.
Yeah.
It's like when you kill monsters in Final Fantasy and they give you gold. That's exactly what's happening here.
Not only that, but the townsfolk are more effective than we are.
But none of them can throw a javelin from like 3 houses away, like Bomb.
That is not the right damage roll. That would have been amazing, though. But Eldrick comes up and he's gonna smack this one for 11 points of damage with his great sword. So that's more like it. Something I can cut. And Molbeck, we're back to you.
Okay. Okay, so the one that that Eldred just attacked was this one. That
Yep.
okay.
He's bloodied.
Hmm.
These ones are all fresh babies.
Freshly
All right.
born
Okay. Well,
from the oven.
given that this one is currently distracted, Mulbic is gonna zip in here and do a repeat of the booming blade rapier attack on this one.
13 is a hit on these little ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
11.
And since there's someone on the other side of this guy, he gets the sneak attack and the 5 piercing. So 11 damage for now. And it's got this kind of booming energy kind of building up inside of it.
Doesn't even need the booming energy. As you strike
All
into
right.
it, rip your rapier out, it collapses into falling stone. And you hear a cry out from the. Oh, I actually took away the hole
Nice.
that it dug.
Disappeared.
I actually thought it went away.
It gives out an angry cry, but burrows back down into the hole.
It's gonna pick up more babies.
Maybe. All right.
All right. Well, okay. So Mulbic then will, I guess, doesn't need to disengage since it's dead, and will can't really do much. Actually, can I? No, that won't help. Okay. So he'll just kind of back over here. Maybe over here. Okay. For the time being, and that's Mulbic's turn.
All right. Bomb.
Throw a javelin.
He's got no
You-
javelins left.
Go pick up the other one and throw it.
Go.
You only had
either
one
you hit
javelin?
No, he
Not
had
two, I
two.
think.
Oh.
Either you hit a worm or you hit Orion. Either way, it's a win-win. We still need to grab that dynamite.
With 80 movement, he could get to the other roof, climb down, and run across, run up again.
Especially
suppose.
spider climb boots.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. You can get pretty much anywhere you want.
Well,
on
you
the
still
top.
have vertical distance you have to deal with.
Oh, that's true. 20 feet. So that's actually like 60.
Yeah. So 60 feet of
So,
movement.
Still, you can.
Well, technically 40.
Is it
Down
with spider climb? Is it still double to climb?
Well, no, but you'd be going 20 down, then 20 back up, right? And you say,
Yeah. He's
Oh,
got,
Well, this is a short roof. This is just like someone's house. He can jump
Oh, I
off
see.
there without much trouble.
So we are doing math now, right?
Yeah.
okay.
This one you can jump
Geometry.
off of. It's like 10 feet high. I'll say like a planned jump of 10 feet. You won't take damage, but this one is Tavern's tall.
have you jumped off a 10-foot high roof? It still hurts.
Oh yeah, but as a barbarian in a high fantasy world, he's got this.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they land
I
on their
mean-
feet, right? Isn't that
No,
it?
that's a cat.
I want to see a hero landing. If you're going to do it, I got to see a husky centaur hero landing. Like all 4 paws.
Well, whatever. I can get to there with 80 foot of movement, I assume.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, fine. Yeah. If you're
Yeah. Using my move and my action.
All right.
The cavalry has arrived. I mean, it's a dog, but you get the drift.
And
Alright.
yeah,
That's the bonus action move. So, or action.
no,
and
action,
movement.
action and move. Do I have? Can I do my bonus action bite, or does it have to be part of an attack?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be part of an attack.
Okay.
Damn.
I think it means we're over to Orion.
All right.
Yeah.
I will. Or Orion will. This one over here by Zergo, or not Zergo, but Mr. Helm
My
You
Smasher.
know what?
My bomb.
We will start with the cantrip Sacred Flame, which would be
Dex save, though.
Dex 14 save.
It's 14.
Nice. And then bonus action will be the Starry Form. We will shoot a Radiant Arrow.
I
Which
was
is
going to say he's blind, so I was going to give him disadvantage, but he rolled better. But yeah, the arrow hits.
okay. And that will be 6 points of radiant damage.
And which one are you hitting? This one right here?
The one next is Zergo. Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right.
Eldra.
Can you see their nameplates?
No, but I have a Zergo Helm
Oh, no.
Smasher deck, so I'm very, 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 very familiar with that art. But no, I can't see the nameplates. But
I don't know. Hold on, let me.
but that's okay. I can see my nameplate. That'll actually end my turn. That's all I got.
Does that show it?
No.
Yeah, it might be on my end. I might have turned them off at some point.
Hmm.
I
Can
don't
you
see them
see
either.
his name bar?
Yeah, as long as
No,
you know
I see
who
them.
Zergo is, we're good.
I
course I know
very
who
much
it is.
do. He's indestructible. I'm attacking.
So if he's indestructible, he should be the one to get the dynamite.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll pass turn.
I don't know. I got the nameplates on. I don't know why it's not showing up to you guys. That's a shame.
I have to do it individually on each token.
Wait. Is this? How about now?
Yeah, see it.
We got him.
Yeah, I see the name Zergo. Oh no, Eldra.
Yeah, I'm still gonna come Zergo, but yeah, I see
That's fine.
him.
This is Arlen, and this is Half Elf Monk
Very good.
and Nylea. That's you now. All right. So yeah, you smash into that one with an arrow. As once again, treasures beyond your wildest dreams rain down around it. And we're over to Wobbles again.
So that one's dead?
No.
Okay.
That is still. I'll give it a little red because he's hurt. He's not. He's still looking okay, but he has been hurt.
Okay. Well, Wobbles, who would have kind of taken off from wouldn't be kind of just sitting casually beside this thing, would have been kind of flying away from it when it would have landed originally, will now kind of swing down and attempt to distract again the creature that it's kind of next to here, doing a little screech, an owl screech, and then will kind of fly up and retreat away in an attempt to help Malbec on his next attack.
See, I feel like there's a missed opportunity here for Numa, and that we make the bagpipes over here so they run off the roof.
Would that help?
I don't know. All right, so
I'm pretty sure if they don't sense ground, they don't.
That's
fall.
probably true.
I
That's
assume
probably
they are smarter than that.
how dumb are they? All right, so this one, he's a little bit away from the fray. You see it run over here and start snapping at the air where your minor illusion is taking place and the bagpipes are playing. These ones, he's had the bird distract him, and there's some other things in the area. So he is going to take a snap at bomb. It's 5, 17 hit you, bomb.
Yes.
All right. 4. This one went way faster. Just minimum damage. It's 5 damage, but he does bite onto you as it lashes out and grapples you as it starts to wrap its worm body around your legs. And this other one is going to take a bite at Zergo. It manages to hit him as he goes on a grunt of pain as the worm grabs hold.
That's Eldra, by the way.
I know. We're just going to give the foot back on to show that you guys are impaired. Actually, no, let's do the net.
How can he be impaired? Yeah, they.
All right. Numa, there's scattered rocky debris all around you. But before you start your turn,
Yes.
you feel the trembling of the ground as this creature is moving over in your direction. And you hear some loud splintering and cracking. And you can start to feel the very roof shift beneath your feet. You sense this structure may be dealing with some integrity issues.
Guys, I think we should move on to the other roof. Is there a roof big enough to fit us? I mean, all
I
of
mean, you
those.
guys can jump up. This is a 10-foot gap, but it's also about 10 feet down because it's a little less than 10 feet because it's at home, and then it's kind of same over here. This is the general store. But
Don't I have a feature that allows me to jump?
I think
Yeah, I think
most
you can.
characters can jump 10 feet with a running start, but
Yeah. I think satyrs get a little bit of extra spring.
that makes sense with their goat legs.
When you make a long or high jump, you can roll an additional d8 and add the result to the number of feet you can cover. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So let's assume I scream, "Everybody abandon ship!" and rush. As I rush to the other side, can I try to hit this one with my rapier attack?
I will let you do the drive-by rapier slash, and it's not going to lash out because it has got a target grappled in its mouth.
Okay. Okay, so let's roll with it.
Unfortunately, that is a miss as you go to lash out at it, and you,
That's okay,
as you're
well,
running,
A little
just
too
smack
hasty.
against the stone.
Oh well.
You make your leap down, hit this, and hit the roof, and you feel, this one's still pretty stable.
Come on
But
over,
you
guys. The water is great here.
You can hear this roof also, the structure starting to give way a bit, and then this one over here as well. Like these buildings just don't seem to be holding up, and this worm maybe angrily rushing beneath the buildings as you're killing its children. All right. We're over to
Kind of
Paul.
stuck between a rock worm and a
rock
hard
and a hard-
place.
Yeah. She looks over at what's happening. There's only two of them left alive, and she says, "Come on, Rona, let's go." And run and sprint and jump over to this rooftop where some of the other folks are.
But this one's better.
But there's worms in the way.
Just do a drive-by dagger attack.
But I guess that's true. But she can't do the drive-by attack and jump, so she's gonna jump over. And Eldra, he's stuck, and so he's just gonna take a sword and try to cut this thing off of his legs.
I mean, he has to attack each combat if able, so.
Yeah, but it's grabbing it. He's trying to get his sword down. He can't get the angle with a creature that's right on his body and just clashes off of its stone. Damn thing. Someone get this off of me.
Cue in
Hold
Bob.
it.
All right. Now, who do I help? All right. Well,
You should get over to the other roof, friend. We'll follow you there.
I'm nimble.
You can jump on the worm and jump to the roof like Mario. Jump on the turtle shell and then to the roof on the other side.
Get 100 points on the way. All right, so I'm gonna sneak up to this one here, who's I guess wrapped around Eldra's leg, and give it. Now that I guess that's the other one. I'm gonna do the booming blade again and hit with my.
Do you want to actually try to stealth up to it to get advantage? They are blind, so. even though you're out in the open. The tremor sense
Yeah,
lets
he
you
still
try to.
gets. Well,
Huh?
he does
I mean, I'll
get
still
a
get my
sneak.
sneak attack, but I'll see what.
Right, you got your cunning action to try to potentially. I don't know if you want to use it for something else.
Okay, let me. Okay, so it probably may know I'm here, but in any case, I'm going to attack it.
You have advantage. You are invisible to it with its perception.
Okay, well, in that case, I will 20 to hit, and then 11 piercing damage, and
Nice.
6 sneak attack damage. Man, pretty consistent with my sneak attack damage.
Gross.
And that's with the booming blade. So, well, if it's still
It is
alive,
not.
which it is not. Good. And yeah, I think I'm probably can't remember exactly where I started, but I'm probably pretty close to being out of movement. So I'm gonna just scoot over here. I think that's probably about as far as I can get, and just kind of be ready in case the building kind of does come down.
Elder looks to you, says, "You want me to take you with you to the other side?"
Well, I mean, if you're heading,
I can make that jump. I owe you. All right. Over to Bomb. You're still grappled by this worm.
Okay. I'm going to go reckless and great weapon master, and smack it on its head, or at least try to anyway. Actions. Not raging.
Take it out.
Oh, come on. That's not doing the advantage button. Come on. I hate D&D Beyond. Well, no, sorry, I don't hate D&D Beyond because it sponsors Wally. It hates me. Oh, come on. Actually, it's beyond 20. It's not D&D Beyond.
Can I? Oh, never mind. I was gonna.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna roll twice. Okay. 21
That's a hit.
and 20 slashing.
20 slashing damage.
Oh, actually, no. I would be using my maul. Sorry, I used the wrong weapon.
Oh yeah, you get your
pumpkin smash.
Yeah.
pumpkin smasher.
Glowing orange.
Yeah.
It's gonna crush them into like
There you go.
Cheeto
Oh.
dust.
Okay, so 22 bludgeoning.
Woo! So yeah, you are not very happy with this creature wrapped around your legs, and you just as it erupts into a pile of rubble at your feet.
Bonk.
Alright. Well, I'll run over, grab Molly Book, and jump.
Oh, you're gonna grab Molly Buck? Or Molly?
Yeah.
Malbec,
Molly Buck. Moldick. You got me doing. All right.
never Molly.
No.
Yeah.
Bomb calls him Molly Book.
That's like an extra syllable.
All right. So yeah, you want to grab him and jump over to this roof?
Yep.
All right. You can do that. Orion, you can feel the ground quaking. Actually,
I feel like
take a turn.
I feel like I'm like on a separate part of the building. This looks like a little overhang here that
It is.
that's super safe and nothing would ever happen. Looking over to my right, is there any more over that direction? I see the other folks over there on the other roof.
Yeah, you see Rona and Val and a couple other of the townsfolk.
And there's no enemies over there?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay. Then I will bonus action use the archer form to try to hit that last one. That's over there.
All right, let's see it.
Go with that
Remember
first.
that you still have a bardic inspiration.
Yes, I thank you for saying that, and I do want to say that before I continue, actually I'll go ahead and I would like to use that bardic inspiration on that.
There it is.
What do I do? That's D6. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I will need
Come
to do that
on.
and roll 20. So that'd be a 14.
That's enough.
Yay! Oh, I feel so inspired right now.
So inspired.
It's the stars.
It is. It's the stars. So that
Bagpipe.
is going to be 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Now you just need to get off the roof and not become a comet.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I also want to Sacred Flame it and run. Looking at my predicament. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to the edge. I'm going to need a dash action to be able to get safely over, I think. So, I'm going to run and jump over to where the other folks are, and I'll use my dash action to make sure I get there.
All right.
Can I move? Am I... actually, I'm going the other way.
What?
I just split. Yeah, I'm going over where the civilians are at.
All right.
To make sure
Wobbles.
they're okay. Yeah. I do want to say before we continue that 1D&D, I'm really excited about bards being able to bardic inspiration as a reaction, because I already forgot that Immortal gave me that bardic inspiration. I think using it as a reaction would be super cool.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Pass turn.
We're on to wobbles.
Right. I mean, I think at this point, Wobbles would just kind of come back and kind of perch on Mulbic's shoulder until we see what's going on.
All right.
So that's all he's going to do.
This one is going to move towards the last place I heard sound from, and is just kind of sniffing the air, but it is coming from far enough away that it doesn't sense Eldra in this spot. And at this point, you hear this building over here collapse down to the bottom as flames erupt into the air. And
Everybody say goodbye to Elder.
and yeah, this whole left side of the tavern also collapses into a pile of rubble.
It's almost like you were prepared for that.
Some serious rubble.
Holy smokes.
As Elder goes tumbling down to the ground. And then one final.
Good thing you didn't wait for him, Mulbic.
Yeah.
Bit of rubble as another building
Zergo,
collapses.
Zergo is not dead, right? It's indestructible.
Yeah, Zergo's indestructible and has haste.
He has fallen down into the rubble with the rockworm.
Uh-oh.
And Val, she's just looking around frightened. She's like, "Did we go help him? I'm not sure I want to go on the ground during all this." She looks over to you, Orion. He's tough, but
Shit. All right. we'll go help him. Damn it.
I can make a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, that's
And
fine. Make your distraction. I'll head that way. Gosh damn it.
And she runs over here, and you see her jump into this tree, and starts to break down branches and throw them onto the ground. And you hear this Eltra crawls from the rubble.
Oh, good.
Very bloodied, very hurt. One of the eyes is like cut open. He's got to keep it closed. His legs are torn open, but he's still managing to hold on. But he is not doing great, and you can feel the rumbles of the ground as they start to approach. You also notice down here at this building in the corner is a fire that is starting to spread, as it seemed to be some sort of blacksmith. Something flammable has gone ablaze and seems to threaten potentially spreading to these other houses. Isn't that fun?
I guess
Well,
we need the dynamite.
You're up. You also see one of the worm that fell is still alive, but looking pretty battered. A small one.
The baby worm.
Baby worm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So there, half of the building is a pile of rubble over here of the tavern or whatever. Okay. And so, what direction, or can I tell what direction that the rumbling is coming from? Is it's over?
Make me a perception check.
All right. That.
So much going on. I gotta.
Where's my perception? There we go. Oh, not great. Not great.
You can't tell.
No.
It seems to be all around you.
I don't even know that it's coming.
You can feel it. You're just not sure where.
All right. It's just omnidirectional. Okay. Well, yeah. So if this thing's on the ground, I mean, yeah, I mean, Maldic doesn't seem like the type of guy who would probably do anything in this situation.
You okay? Okay.
Well, yeah. What I can do is, I guess, similar to what Numa was trying to do earlier. I can kind of try and create a distraction, kind of off to the rear here, and create something loud and obnoxious sounding with a minor illusion, and in hopes that it'll kind of wander off in that direction, away from Eldra.
And where was it that you did that?
Just kind of, yeah, back at the back here.
Take out the other half of the tavern. No, I got you. All right.
You could do it in a hole in hopes it crawls back into the hole.
Yeah, I don't want him heading that direction though.
All right. Bomb.
Mom is not here at the moment.
Bomb's not here at the moment. All right.
Did I get my turn?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to you.
Numa? I skipped you. I did skip you. Go. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Because I have to go to the edge of the roof, and I see Eldra there. He looks injured.
Yeah, he's crawling, bloodied.
So that might cause the other war form to come back. I have to do this. I look into my pockets and I pull out one of my fuzzy balls, and I toss it.
All right, let's see what we get
down there. So now I have to roll the 8. I'll just roll it here on roll 20, which is a 5.
What is
and
that?
the 5 is a panther.
Nice. It's always panther.
I was aiming for the giant elk.
I mean, we're always hoping for the giant elk.
All right,
Look at you.
We got a panther.
Okay.
All right. And you want to throw it like over here?
It can be there, and I want to tell it to run around the place,
right,
to make a noise
around.
Awesome.
I hope Bomb does not go after her.
I was like, why would? Oh, it's a cat. But it is Bomb's turn.
Don't look at the cat, Bomb.
Okay. Yeah, Bomb's going to go down, pick up Eldra, and drag him up onto the roof.
He is a pretty sizable individual. What's your strength score?
20, but I'm also considered large for carrying capacity.
All right. He's a big boy, but with 20 strength, we'll let you have it. And large. All right, yeah. So you jump down, grab him, and
and that'd be my move and my action.
Pull him back onto the roof. Damn, I think my leg might be broken. I'm out of this fight for now. Oh, he's not looking good. Yeah, you can tell some pretty bloodied mess on his leg where the worm bit him. And Orion.
I guess you're not indestructible.
Was he able to keep his sword, or did he drop it?
He's dropped it. It is
Oh,
down in the rubble.
So at this point, do I hear rumbling? Is there?
Oh,
Anything?
there's always rumbling.
There's always rumbling.
You can make a perception check to try to identify which direction they might be approaching from, or where they're heading.
Yeah, I think I would like to do that. Let's do that. 17.
All right, we've had some collapsed buildings over here, and over here, but we've also had like a minor illusion up here, as well as Vol trying to drag their attention.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell one of them is heading towards this rubble, and one of them does appear to be heading up towards the distractions. And then you can feel another one approaching from the southwest, a little
Another
further
one.
out. Another one.
Can I?
Can I? Free.
Wow. Can I ready an action to fire on one if it comes up?
Yeah.
Can I do that? And then I'd like to do that. And then in the meantime, I'm going to say, where are those explosives?
They're at the mines. And she points in the distance. It's like across the flat ground. We've got to find some way to distract these things. For real. If we take off running, I feel like they're going to chase.
Yeah. He's gonna think about that and hold the action. That's
all right. Anything for Wobbles to do? There's just the one worm that you've seen left alive.
No, I think Wobbles is good for this turn.
All right. This one slithers out of the rubble over the plants and then into the dirt, where it promptly burrows into the ground and disappears from your sight. With that, we exit combat again, and we take a quick bathroom break, water break, and we'll get back to it. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
How long?
5 minutes. Is that good?
5 minutes.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes maybe. Yep, and just cover your thing there if you need to go, so I can. But yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, I think we should begin.
All right. We've just gotten out of combat with the baby worms, with mama worms seeming to still be swarming around the town. Some of the townsfolk are starting to have a little bit of panic as this building on here has been set ablaze and the fire is continuing to spread and rage. You guys are still trying to find out I think someone's echoing. Okay. You guys are still trying to find a good way to make your way out to the mines where there are explosives that can be used to blow up these worms, hopefully.
And also to earn our 5 silver a day.
5 silver a day in the mine. You get 6, depending if you go with Val.
Well, it worked for both. We get 11.
No, there you go. All right. So some of the people over here are trying to figure out how to douse these flames. And Rona, she looks to you. Orion, Eldra looks to you, and they're both kind of asking the same questions. Like, any ideas? Long term. It's only a matter of time before they pick us all off.
Yes, I do believe we need to go to the source. We need to go to the mine. So I'm going to need all of that explosives that you have.
Yeah, this panther's still running around.
That's a good sign. That is a good sign.
Like a canary.
Quick shout out to Fry Minis. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the $2, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yes. If the panther gets eaten, then we're in trouble.
I have more where that came from.
And Eldra, he looks over to you, Numa, and he says, "Damn thing didn't seem to like when you played those bagpipes. Do you think you could, I don't want to say be a martyr necessarily. We could see if it stirs him up."
I need to find a way to get back over to my friends.
Yeah, well played.
I thought I was being smart by splitting the party, but I've got an idea. I don't really want to yell it across. I got an idea.
I mean, it's not like the worm can hear us. I mean, understand what we're saying.
I'm gonna try to descend and then stealth across to where everybody else is at.
All right, make me a stealth check.
Gosh dang it! You said I can make it.
I mean, you can shout. I mean, you can make it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Stub your toe.
So, did you brought another character, Wally?
Are you still in your
Sorry form, yeah.
Sorry form?
Yeah.
All right, so you're sneaking across over here, and as you're making your way across, like a couple chunks of this roof fall and hit the ground, and make quite the clatter as you. Yeah,
I'm running.
You just take off running.
Yep.
But as you're getting to back here,
damn it,
another hole opens up, and one of these creatures emerges, and it's going to try to take a bite at you.
Great.
For a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it erupts from the ground as you run, trying to get away. As it burrows up, you see that mouth open, tongue lashes out, and grabs you around the leg, similar to what you saw happen with Lee. Grabs hold and starts dragging you.
Oh. As a reaction, I'd like to show fear.
I was like, can Numa react by playing the bagpipes?
Yes. What would you? What are you playing with the bagpipes? What's your intent?
Funeral march.
Damn it.
I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Make me performance check.
I'm that good at the performance. I'm actually a lousy performance. See?
It's +5. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
A lot better than me.
I
Lot
think
better than me.
Orion is
Um,
getting belted.
So,
Like,
oh yeah, you
wham,
need to take
wham.
damage. I forgot about.
I was gonna say,
part.
yeah, that's all right.
Ah,
Oh,
Just
no,
a
no,
warm
he took the
embrace.
damage.
Shoot for the stars.
the restrained bit is probably enough.
You take
Oof.
13
Yeah, that hurt.
damage as the claw bites into you and it starts dragging you towards its mouth as you're reaching out desperately for something to hold onto so this creature can't pull you down into the depths.
Yeah.
Let's
Numa,
just wave at Orion.
you start playing, and you kind of like the other townsfolk. Obviously, they're invested in getting out of the situation alive. And you guys have fought these monsters on their behalf. You see the man who was playing the piano when you first arrived in the tavern has a flute that he also starts playing along with your bagpipes, and a man over here who starts playing his guitar. And as these instruments kind of come together and create this cacophony from different directions, the worm freezes a bit. You feel the grip is still on your leg, Orion, but it's not actively pulling you, and you see its head starting to like twist back and forth as if it's annoyed.
Mm.
Would you like to
Well, at least we're all playing in sync.
do?
Which in sync song?
well.
Which song by
It's-
NSYNC?
So bye.
No strings attached.
Guess Orion will become a supernova today.
I,
So looking at this, every time that music's played, is it like, does it drive them away or does it just confuse them?
Right now, it seems to be confused. Like it's not sure how to behave with these sounds happening around it,
Okay.
and it's enough that it's like kind of stopped its attack.
okay.
Interesting.
Well, I'm gonna jump down off the roof and I'm gonna smack it with my maul.
All right.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
And because he's I've got an ally 5 feet, I get advantage. Let's see if beyond 20 is going to play nice again. We'll play nice this time. There we go.
Not the best rolls we've seen.
If you want, I can get Bardic Inspiration as a reaction.
I don't think that's gonna. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll.
Oh, there you
Alright.
go.
Ooh,
One more
watch.
roll.
6.
You know what I like the best about it is it shows you the damage you could have had.
Yeah.
Imagine what could have been fun.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
20 for 22.
Even higher damage.
Feel that inspiration smash down your pumpkin maw against the creature. Seeing Orion like being pulled into this creature's maw a mere feet away from a certain death, as you crush down on the head as one of the flaps with 22 bludgeoning. Yeah, like one of the star flaps of its head like breaks off and crumbles inward, and it lets go of Orion's leg and retreats down into its hole slightly.
Thank you, my friend.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
He is not yet retreated fully. He's
Oh,
still
okay.
within range, but he is like pulled down into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Orion, what do you want to do?
Run.
Where are you
Ho-
running?
hobble.
Over this thing, I assume? You can jump on the
Um,
barrels?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna start running back towards the rest of the group, taking the ladder. But I only use 30. Wasn't there a ladder that we used initially?
There was a ladder.
That
Oh, it's
Everyone
gone.
has
Failed a long
Now
Now
time
pile of
ago.
rubble.
Okay.
There's barrels over here you can climb, though.
Can I try and like give him help, like push him
Oh,
up?
yeah, absolutely. You can grab
Okay.
and pull them
Come
up.
on,
But I don't
Ryan.
want to leave Bombat down there, but I think he wants me to, so I'm gonna run.
No, don't worry. Bon can take care of himself. We saw that
I
javelin
wanted-
you throw.
You're making me do this. I wish I didn't have to.
I still want to get use my action and bonus action though. So how far can I move?
Uh,
I don't
I'll
even know
say
where I
you're-
am at.
I mean, you're able to get up there. Your
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
I guess you had to stand up. You were pulled prone. So actually,
Yeah.
you only get to about here. Unless you want to
All right.
use your
That's
action to dash.
Yeah, I'll use my action to dash. And then
Seems like a good strategy.
since I'm still a constellation, I'll bonus action.
Fire at the worm.
Yeah,
All right, make that attack roll.
with some
Fire in the hole.
sweet, smooth, starry-eyed surprise. Gosh, dang, 11.
Not quite.
Yeah.
As the arrow hits its armor, and you see it like shine for a moment of the silver and gold,
Okay.
and seems to pay no mind.
Yeah. That'll in my scramble, in my retreat, in my running for my life.
So it turns like it's still in the hole, and you see its like mouth start to open up. As it's looking up at you, it's like almost a cornered creature trying to threateningly scare you away. It's not retreating, but it's also not striking out at you right now. You're just kind of staring down this monstrosity.
I mean, when you stare at the abyss stares back at you.
Hmm.
Well, I'm
You
gonna
can see the abyss
smack.
in its mouth.
Well, I'm gonna smack it again.
All right. If you
And
go to smack it, it's
because-
going to attack you back.
And because someone ran away, I don't get advantage. So I'm gonna reckless.
All right.
15 to hit.
This is not a hit as you bring the hammer down and smack against its head.
Okay. Well, it gets advantage against me because someone ran away and left me alone after I went and saved their life.
You hate to see it.
But no bad feelings at all. None at all.
So it rolls a 22.
That's a hit.
For that's good damage plus.
Thought you were going to pull me out. We can run away together.
The last guy we tried to pull out lost a leg.
So he hits you for 16 piercing damage as it bites you, using its whole mouth as you see these fins kind of collapsing around you. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Do I get advantage because of danger sense?
Uh,
Do I see
Yeah.
it coming?
I'll say yes. You do see it coming.
That's
All
a
right.
17.
So it bites you, and that tongue lashes out to try to grab you, and this creature is attempting to swallow you. But you manage to jump to the side at the last moment, like throw yourself to the ground as its jaws snap shut. And you can feel the wind as they snap, and one of the flaps is still hanging down, broken from your hammer. But you can see that diamond-shaped nose pointing in your direction as this creature is quite upset. And the guy in the background is playing the flute a little louder now, trying to pull the distraction off.
All right. Well, everyone else's turn if they're going to do anything.
Yeah, what do you guys do to help him? You can act as one.
Fire in the hole, man.
We need to get the dynamite. How large is my panther?
Medium?
So I cannot ride it.
As a gnome, I think you. Oh no,
I'm
you're
not-
not a gnome. You're a satyr. I don't think so.
I am.
Okay. So
Yeah.
can Molbik ride the panther to get the dynamite and come back?
How is that going to be any better than me just like walking there?
I think the pattern is fast. I think the pattern is faster than you walking.
Okay, yeah, probably.
I'd
Yes,
So
so
say
if
Yeah,
nothing
like-
attacks, it's just going to eat the both of us.
No, you
Molbik-
just eject seed from the panther and come back to
Oh.
us.
It has that
Mol-
feature, does it?
Yes, it says the eject button.
Oh, nice. Well, that in that case,
Yeah.
then I'm without a panther.
So I'd say Molbuk could ride the panther out there to the mines, but he can only bring back, one load of explosives, and without the proper like blasting caps and stuff like that, you might be able to get one, but there's three.
If we
Right.
use the dynamite, can I use prestidigitation on the leftover dynamite to make the dynamite good again?
I don't think you can reassemble dynamite with prestidigitation. That might be
God
a
damn it.
little beyond the spell's intended capabilities.
What about if you use
You need
mending?
men. Yeah, mending.
Mending. We combine prestidigitation and mending.
No.
Dual cast.
I mean, we can make a couple of strips while the monster is distracted with bomb. Of course, there are 2 more around there, but
There's 2 more. Bomb's probably
Well-
gonna die in a couple rounds. You know?
Well, if someone moves within 5 feet of the worm, I've got advantage.
Advantage on getting
Yeah.
eaten.
Maybe if you put, like the owl.
Or the panther. The panther could.
Wobbles.
Yeah.
Not wobbles.
I mean,
Huh?
they can eat the panther. There's 2 more coming up.
All right, well, then get the panther in there.
Alright.
You want to command the panther back?
Yes, come on, panther, come back.
Does it just obey your commands? Like,
Yes.
I can't remember.
I think they obey my commands, and
It's like, even in
If
the
I don't
face of danger, can I make a panther jump on a giant death worm?
Alright. And the panther gets advantage because I'm raging.
so now we have a dog and a cat fighting a giant worm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one's distracted.
Sounds about right.
Let's grab the dynamite.
Yeah, you can run up. And panther jumps on its back, tries to dig its claws in. You can make an attack with panther if you'd like. We'll give it a round.
What's the role for the panther?
That's a great question.
Is it like 2 D20s or something of sorts? It's a claw attack.
It has a bite and claws, so D20 plus 4.
D20. Let me roll. D20 plus 4. That's 21. 21, correct?
Yeah. If you go into D&D Beyond and go into extras, you can add an extra of summoned, and you can find panther, and you can add the panther and then roll for the panther.
I like the 17 that I rolled.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, but for further attacks,
Oh, there's a 21 total because the panther does get a plus
It's-
4.
yeah, that's one of the great features of D&D Beyond.
So that is a hit. So it deals 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage.
It's already doing more than we did.
Do you get to roll advantage though?
What?
So you make a second roll just in case you get a crit.
Why does he get advantage?
Because wolf totem.
Oh.
Allies who attack a monster that is within 5 feet of me get advantage.
So that would be it, technically, using D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond is an excellent tool. I'm glad it's sponsored Wally.
Yeah, the panther jumps on, digs its claws in, like bites onto the creature's back as it thrashes a bit. Bomb. Anyone else do anything before we wrap back around to bomb?
Well, yeah, we're gonna. I'll send some fire and also be like, get out of there!
Come on, man.
What are you doing?
I'll just back
I
up.
hesitate to summon beasts. I don't know how much. I guess I could throw another beast in there, but that's already a lot of combat stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're not fighting for our lives anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yes,
Well, I want him to get out of there. He won't get out of there.
Should I wait this spell slot? Nah, let him die. It's not me.
All right, so yeah, so first thing I'm gonna do is try to. Gosh dang, try to miss again. Yeah, so that wasn't good.
succeed.
I did succeed in missing.
Didn't miss it.
And then I will try a second level guiding bolt.
See it. Come on.
Ooh,
Hey!
there it is.
That's what we're talking about.
That's it.
And critical too.
The guidingest of bolts.
Go.
Nice.
The guy used the bolts.
It was like 10d6.
Is it so? Yeah, it's 5d6 for the guiding bolt. So I do I get
Well,
two
just roll the
5d6s?
damage twice. Roll the damage twice.
Roll
15.
it again. Roll it again.
Trying.
51.
Woo!
That's 36 points of damage. Well
36 radiant. Yeah, so Ryan's just back there like, Bomb, get out of there, Bomb, get out of there. And then just like, gosh damn it.
So your radiant bolt crashes into it, and you see chunks of stone explode off of its body, and gold and silver, scattering across the ground as another one of its diamond plates on its face kind of sags down, cracked, and it seems to shift its focus over towards your direction, Orion. But it is it's also looking pretty hurt at this point.
We can kill it.
Impressively enough, Numa, I don't think you've done anything this round yet, have you?
I know I'm playing the bagpipes, but you're telling me that it's kind of hurt, so I'm going to take a large whip on my bagpipes and cast Shatter on it.
Nice. All right,
There
let's
it
see
is.
it.
Ooh. It technically should have disadvantage.
What is
Oh.
it?
Doesn't matter. Failed anyway.
You keep running rolling exactly what you need. That's hilarious. What do I need? 13? Okay.
But it
15
should roll with
damage. So yeah, you had an explosive blast on those bagpipes as it hits the worm. You see the panther go flying backwards as the worm's body, like it twitches for a moment and then just shatters outward and explodes. And you see its body crumble down into the hole amidst debris of gold and silver and even a couple like shining gemstones. You do see like rubies and emeralds and diamonds that seem to be like coating the inside of its body. Some of them like blood soaked and stained from as bodies flow through and are cut to ribbons by these gemstones. But it falls back down into the hole, and you immediately hear the rumbling from the other two worms heading in this direction.
Bomb!
the cavalry is coming.
I don't have many more of those. Get up here.
So, as the bomb still seems mad. What are you guys doing? You hear the worms approaching, but the body has just collapsed to debris, kind of scattered through the area.
Now would be a good time to.
How far do the worms seem to be?
Less than 60 feet away, within the range of this map.
Just around next door. We could try and keep them distracted while someone goes get the dynamite.
I have an idea. I do have pass without trace.
Oh, now you tell us.
I've been trying to get over there to tell you. I was 2 houses down.
That's very convenient.
What do you think I'm running over here for?
So this whole game we've been trying to stealthily run around and I have passive without trace.
Okay, well, I'm going to run in the direction that I hear the worms coming from, stomping as I go.
So there's coming from this way and coming from this way.
And then, from which way?
One from the northeast, one from the southwest.
Alright, well, I'm going to run. Is that 10? Yeah, there. And then ready in action to smack it when it comes out at me.
All right.
I want my panther to go help to stick with bomb.
All right. So you guys run over that way. You're stomping, and you feel the ground like moving very notably beneath your feet, Bomb, as you feel it shudder and shake. And you're convinced for a moment that this thing's going to just emerge and swallow you whole. But then it continues. You can feel those vibrations moving and slithering over the direction of this other hole. And you can even hear like the stone erupt out, and then you hear these cries that almost sound like a whale song, as just these moans in cries of pain coming from down in the tunnels, echoing out across the town.
Oh.
Well,
Maybe I
I
should
killed a
play
lot
them.
of people already.
Maybe I should
And
play
these-
them a song.
Okay. I'm going to use my ready to action to attack the panther.
And
I
the
mean, you
panther-
can't.
Eh? Well, okay. I just want to keep my rage. I don't want to lose my rage.
I mean, attack the banks over there. Attack the old lady over there.
That's the guy playing the flute.
No, okay. I'll lose
There
my
are more
rage.
people that can play instruments here.
Oh,
You don't have. Don't have to attack the panther. You can.
Attack yourself.
Attack that that cart.
Yeah. Do some damage to something.
And
The town's already just being destroyed anyway. No one will notice.
no.
as that moaning's happening of these creatures crawling out, Val like jumps down and like runs over this way hesitantly. It stops, runs a bit further, stops, and you know these creatures are like down here. And she like looks over at Bomb, who had been stomping around, and then she continues like running over and jumps up here. Says, "I think they're in mourning over there. One of their dead. This might be opportunity. If only we had some sort of stealth spell to let's."
Yes, if only.
Nilma's shoulders around and go like, oh, we're waiting.
Well, I can't cast it till Bomb gets back over here.
Why do we need Bomb to cast the spell?
So I'm in range, so it
All right.
affects me.
Yeah. I need to see if this is.
Just I can arm the explosives if we get out there.
I'm trying to see
We
how
pull
long
them away
those-
from the city and kill them there.
Starry form. How long does that last?
By rigging the panther with explosives and feeding it to the monsters, correct? That's still the first course of action.
Starry form only lasts for 10 minutes, so that's probably going to be gone. Yeah,
I mean, we're fast. We're fast on our feet.
I will cast Pass Without Trace, Veil of Shadows. For the duration, each creature I choose within 30 feet of me, including me, has a +10 bonus to stealth and can't be tracked except by magical means.
How many people can you target?
As many as I want within 30 feet.
Okay, because the pattern is coming with us.
All
We might need it.
Sure, we'll do the Panther. This will last up for an hour as long as I hold concentration.
right. So you gather the squad and you cast Pass Without a Trace. And Val says, "Follow me. Let's go now before they recover." And you guys want to make your way towards the mines?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
So you
Yeah, why
guys
not?
make your way out of town. You can still hear those cries of pain echoing out from the town as you continue to travel and travel. And once you make another 100, 200 yards outside of town, the sound starts to fade. So you're not sure if the cries are still going on, but the rumblings in the grounds are not happening in your direction yet. And you make your way out towards the mines. Kind of right out in front of it.
Oh, look, there's no new grave for Orion.
but you arrive and Val she asks you like, "Help me, let's gather these explosives. I'll get blasting cap set. If we can, I can set them on a timer. We lure them out here." She like looks over to the panther.
How heavy is a bundle of dynamite?
Be my guest.
I mean, it depends on how much dynamite you want to strap to it.
How much damage would a 10-pound bundle of dynamite cause?
10 pound.
Yeah, because that's how much I can carry with my mage hand.
Oh, the mage.
I will say 5d6.
Okay.
I don't know how much 10 pounds is. We'll say 66.
I don't know. No
Like
notion
this.
of how much. dynamite
be
blaze.
ideal if we could get them to swallow the explosives, but if that's not possible,
They
Oh no,
just need
this
to
thing can take them
swallow
right
the
down
panther.
inside.
Yeah, I can't summon a beast because I've got concentration on pass without a trace.
You want another
Yeah, I
beast?
mean,
It's-
obviously we
I
can strap some to the animals as well if that's if that's our
So-
deal.
I just want to find a way to. How do we get one of these town destroying monsters to eat up?
So
Well, bomb will stand when monster comes. Bomb throw, dynamite down throat.
I think we have
It's
a
like a
better
javelin.
option of them swallowing the panther. I can summon another one.
Well, I could rig an explosive for however much time we need, but we are going to have to light a fuse prior to it swallowing them.
Right.
Or we're going to have to throw a fireball into its mouth. And she like looks around the party. She's like, I've seen you all slinging spells. I don't know if anyone has such a gift.
We were only allowed 4th level. Sorry. Perhaps if we level up. I don't know. How much XP did we get for that last worm?
I don't know. Can we should we take a long rest here?
Now's the time for that.
Wow. Yeah. Look at
Technically,
the
with prestidigitation, can't you light up the fuse? Because you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. If you use prestidigitation, you could technically light up the fuse. So
I'll allow
before the creature
Yeah.
swallows the panther, you just go like,
So
Yeah.
yeah, just a short fuse.
Short fuse and just prestidigitation. Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
As long as you got to be, I guess, what's the range on good old prestidigitation? Is it 60 feet?
10 feet.
Oh.
It's easy.
a little bit shorter than I was hoping for, but okay. I could also throw a produce flame. I mean,
I was gonna say I can cast through my familiar, but I don't have prestidigitation.
Can I cast by your familiar?
Nah, I don't think it works like that.
yeah, I do have produce flame. It's actual fire that I can throw. So.
Well, if you think you can hit the explosive,
Yeah, the way I'm rolling, it's not probably not a very good bet.
it needs to be after, well, right before they eat them, though. So we'll have to find a way to bait them to the explosives.
For
So
starters, we'll need a second one, right? Because we have the pattern for one, and we'll need to bait another animal.
if we want to use the panther, then yes, we'll need a second.
Okay, so another fuzzy ball out. Pokemon, I choose you. So
Oh,
what's that? It's a badger.
Badger,
Nice.
a badger,
That'll
and a
attack
panther.
anything.
They don't care.
They don't care, not at all.
You can shove the dynamite inside the badger. Here, eat this.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and
now
you
we have
can
a
shove
pattern
dynamite
and a
inside of a
badger.
box too.
Whole bag of tricks.
Yeah, but the box is not that tasty.
Tasty. I don't know.
I guess it should.
Okay, so now we have a badger and a panther. We need to give them explosives, bake them to be eaten by the creatures.
I can
Okay.
I can freeze some dynamite into the shape of an animal.
Or just
Hmm. How long do we have? How long are we sitting here?
you probably
It's been 3 hours.
you will have had time for a short rest because it takes
Yay.
a little while to get all the explosives together and for her to set the blasting caps and the whole time she's like, I just hope they're okay back there. Those damn things are still. And like you look back at the town, it doesn't seem like any more buildings have fallen. The fire seems to have been contained, but it is still precarious. Assume Bomb probably wants to use some hit die too.
So I need to roll this like this. Roll hit dice.
All right. That will also end Pass Without a Trace. Some more sneakies.
So that will set me up.
Val has a little pile of explosives off to the side.
And now I can take a short rest.
She's like, whenever we need to bring them here, I'll light this up, and that should get their attention. Should cause quite a shockwave.
Yes, it should. I only have 1 second level spell slot left, but I can summon a small beast if we need it.
Leave the animals to me. I still have another ball.
Okay, we'll do.
I take care of the menagerie.
Yeah, I think we have our plan.
See if I can find a.
Oh yeah, by the way, since we are taking a short rest, this should be more relevant. But I want to use like the Song of Healing. I think it's the thing from Bard. Where is it? I mean, Bards have it, right? That's a spell.
Yeah,
Is that a feature? Song of Rest. There it is. Yes, this.
All right. Let's make sure I understand fully. We're going to strap a badger and a panther with explosives. We're going to rely on the magical abilities of
Prestidigitation to light up the fuse.
To light the fuse, and then let the worm eat them, and then they'll explode within and just leave us with a bunch of gold and silver rubble.
And after that, me and Bomb have a mountain to conquer. Another one.
If we're not comfortable with the range of prestidigitation, then I can have a lit torch follow around at least up to 60 feet from where I am, to light the
with the mage hand.
Yeah.
I just ask that you don't light that until it's absolutely needed. There are explosives in the area.
Actually, that's a lot more efficient than like throwing this produce flame. I could probably do the same. Maybe we should have we don't have to just choose one. Maybe we do it like several different ones just to make sure.
And Bomb's gonna have a torch and a bundle of explosives to throw in the mouth as well.
Who's the one with prestidigitation? Both of you guys?
I am.
Wally or Ryan?
No.
Ryan doesn't know.
Yeah. I just have produce flame and oh shit, I don't even have mage hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 30 foot. I have 30-foot range on throwing fire.
All right.
Malvik will stand near Numa then to have the torch lit by prestidigitation then, if needed.
Okay.
So you've got these creatures strapped where you want them to be.
Go next to the bone, and basically, Bomb will stand on that bone structure on the skeleton, and he'll start smacking it with his hammer to cause a vibration.
Oh shit! Val was going to set off some bombs.
Oh,
it's up to you though. But where do you want the badger and the panther to be when they're waiting to be consumed?
Near the skeleton with Bomb.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Not next to
I'd
each
keep them
other.
apart.
We should
Yeah.
keep them.
Toolkit.
Here, I will. Oh no. I've given you guys control of the panther.
Okay.
And now
So
the badger. Put them where you want them to be.
the badger can be next to Bomb, and I think the other one should be here, like kind of like this.
All right.
That way we have vision on everything that's going to happen, and we now have 3 animals that can be sacrificed.
Yep.
Bomb included.
What?
I mean, did you want to throw your third Pokeball or?
I mean,
Bob's like, we have the explosives. Just hold some dynamite.
let's
Yeah.
try the last one. See what we get. It's a D8,
Oh.
right?
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Still not the elk though.
It's still not the elk, but it's a dire wolf.
Uh,
I mean, it fits more explosives than the badger.
Bigger too.
Get one uncommon magic item.
That's what he picked that, and I was like, that's going to be more useful than you might know.
Yeah. between that and the slippers.
I was expecting something similar to see. I was worried. I was like, how's he going to get on the roof?
Yeah. What'd you pick, Wally? Oh, I got a robe of protection.
Idiot.
I actually had a large list of items, and I was like, no, the Grey Red Gift Tricks. That's been very
Yeah.
fun in the last few sessions. I played with people, so I was like, okay, I'm picking this.
I think everyone does have a potion as well in case you need it.
Oh yeah, the potion.
Yeah.
It's,
All right.
it's like passing without trace. People seem to forget about it.
Hey, we got to fill the hours. We can't.
Yeah, he's like, we could have just gone straight there.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready to set off the bomb and summon the worms?
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess so.
Val gets to work, lights the fuse a safe distance away from you guys. Make sure that you all have proper ear protection for these explosions going off. Offers you to use some earplugs for protection.
I mean, I'm
What?
pretty sure I play the bagpipes a lot, so
What was that?
And the explosion goes off, and it takes less than a minute before you feel the rumbles starting again, growing stronger and stronger and stronger as these creatures approach in the distance. And you can see them heading towards the surface and the ground being displaced as they move and roll in your direction. Are you all good with where you are and where everything is?
Yep.
Is there a coming?
And I use my mace along the rib cage to make a sort of
All right.
Oh boy.
There's some more worms head into your area.
Oh, that one just grew like 3 times its size.
What do you have in the creatures do?
the badger and the panther. Well, they'll run towards the.
the creatures.
Just have them run. They're still underground right now. I just wanted to kind of get them there. So yeah, you have them run. Direwolf as well, or are you leaving the direwolf for like a just in case sort of thing?
The dire wolf stays because it can be useful.
Well, the
Alright.
direwolf will be for the the second one if the badger doesn't take it out.
The dire wolf will be like a kamikaze attack while they're chewing one of them.
All right. So badger starts running, panther starts running. You see a hole emerge and a worm within a couple of seconds of each other. Both like the ground starts to break apart, and you can see them coming for the surface. It would be time to make your attacks.
Prestidigitation?
Like this torch.
Thank you. Yeah, the prestidigitation for sure. Are you using on the badger or the panther?
The panther, because I assume the panther has more explosive, and we can take that one just now.
All right, so you give a snap of your fingers, and the panther goes alight as the worm erupts and swallows it in one swift bite as its head comes from the surface for just a moment. And the panther descends. You hear like some shrieks as it descends into the maw and down into its stomach. And the badger, who's setting that one ablaze?
Well, I've got my torch.
Your torch?
So I can
Mage handing it.
mage hand it. It doesn't actually say I can move it 60 feet. I'm guessing that's in a turn.
Yeah.
I can this action move it anyway, so I'm assuming it
Oh, yeah.
moves fairly quickly.
It's right here.
So I can zip it over to the badger and kind of light the fuse with the torch.
Oh, you're
And
good.
have that.
All
go
right.
off.
So you set the badger blaze. Similar thing. These creatures emerge from the ground, consume these two. And what we're gonna do? Let's split you up. We're gonna do Mulbic and Bomb. Each roll me 12d6, and then Numa and Orion each roll 12d6.
12d6.
So all of us roll you 12d6.
Yep.
How do I roll a 12d6 here?
Slash roll 12d6.
Slash roll 12d6.
Unrecognized command.
Got one left. 39, 47 from Bomb. All right.
He knows how to blow stuff up.
So they eat these creatures and they descend back into the ground for a moment. And you wait. But these aren't very long fuses, and you hear the explosion go off. And you see from each of these holes chunks of stone and debris fly into the air, and a little bit of viscera from the exploded panther and badger that comes raining down the battlefield around you. And
But they desummon when they die.
oh, that's true.
I have a feeling their spirits will haunt me forever.
But for
Yeah.
drama,
Right, drama.
Yeah, there'd be bits that would just kind of fade out, I guess. I don't know.
but as one of them explode, you see little bits of stone fall to the ground around the battlefield as little wings and tails unfurl as these creatures seem to be the children that were within its belly survived the explosion with some damage, but they start to unfurl
Wings.
and screech. Yes, and you see little wings unfurl on their back, and you see little eyes blink open. And this one, while very, very hurt, you see one of the rockworms slither back out of the hole, bloodied and battered, chunks of stone blasted out of it, but still alive and ready to fight. We can roll for initiative.
All right.
Glad we kept a direwolf.
Oh, is Wobbles on the map?
It got ate by one of the worms.
Oh God,
No, I'm pretty sure
Wobbles!
he did.
Now, let me go grab him. Oh yeah, it's because Wobbles is over by Zergo.
There we go.
All right, we got little Wobs.
All right, let me roll initiative for.
Oh my gosh.
That's so much better set of initiative rolls than last time.
Right.
All across the US. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
it's just like
It really just worlds
Jeez.
apart.
It's like, oh, I'll go first this time. Nope.
Yeah. All right. So this one worm has crawled out of the ground with most of its body exposed at this point. It is. You've never seen these things fully merged, but this one is out, and it is a full 35 feet in length. Massive body, huge chunks of stone exploded. Yeah. But yeah, like parts of its body are ruptured open, and you can see like the gemstones and like gore from inside of its body. The other one seems to be dead, but its children are unfurling and hissing and ready to fight.
all right. So if it's 35 feet, is it like laying out
Yes. Make him a little
Like
bigger even.
like a sausage?
He's coiled up a little bit. But
Okay, no, I just yeah, okay, that's what I'm wondering. Is it coiled up where like? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna So I'm just wondering what state it's in. Like, would I have advantage if I snuck up and stabbed it, or like, is it aware?
Make me a perception check.
All right. Let me check. Pick wobbles. Not perception. Oops. Sorry, I clicked it twice. The first one was
You're
one
not sure if it's aware.
okay.
It
Well, I'm
seems
gonna
to
do
be
it
very
anyway.
hurt. Okay.
I'm gonna just kind of sneak up to it and do my booming blade rapier attack.
All right. 17. Now that its outer shell has been fractured, that is a hit.
Okay.
Jawbreaker.
So I'm gonna do four piercing damage. I don't know about the sneak attack. It depends on whether I got advantage on that. I guess I didn't. And so it'll just be the 4, and then it'll be building up the booming energy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna disengage and move over here behind this rock.
Yep. So you stab it, and you're just like almost in awe of like how immense this creature is with its full body and the splits. You're like, I heard it, but there's a lot to this thing.
Yeah, it's very big.
Yep. Numa, you're also on this rock staring before a giant beast.
Debating if I should send the dire wolf to explode against it so we can take care of it now, or if we should start worrying about the small little ones there.
Yeah, we might want the dire wolf for the small one.
Okay, so for starters, I'm going to drop down the rock, hiding behind this one. I'm going to call the dire wolf towards here, if possible.
Okay.
So he can like protect me, Molbik. And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on Bomb.
Nice.
And I think that's about it.
This creature looks over towards you, Molbik. You see its head raise up, and it slaps its tail against the ground, and you can feel the tremor ring out, or tremor spread out, and feel it like shake beneath your feet as its head hones in on your directions. It seems to be using that shockwave to find you. And you see that head rear up.
Go to the other rock, Molbik. Go to the other rock.
That's coming for you. But it is hurt, so it's not quite as potent. 13.
Is a miss.
So it goes to strike down at you. As it does, you dodge out of the way as the plates that make up its face snap down in the dirt right next to you, and it eats a huge portion of it and swallows the dirt down, and you see portions of it falling out of its body from the holes that have exploded within it. But you are safe. Orion.
I would like to cast Fairy Fire on the big guy.
Nice. Dex save, right?
Yes, Dexterity DC 14.
He is fairy fired. He
very good.
is glowy.
Yep. We will make that a blue glow, and let's see, any creature in the area. Oh, wait a minute. Each object in a 20-foot. Oh, I don't get to choose. Wait.
No.
All right. So I want to make sure that I strategically place that 20-foot cube, not to get anybody else. And then I will go into my starry form. Starry Eye Surprise, and I will take the form of a constellated archer and use my bonus action to do archer things with advantage against the big guy. With advantage, it would be a 24.
Good thing you had that advantage, huh?
Yes, absolutely. And 9 radiant. And that'll be my. I will
9
stay.
Radiant.
Yep.
Into it and gives out a wail.
Yep. I'll stay where I'm at. I'm done.
All right, Wobbles.
All right. well, this thing's already glowing. So Wobbles is going to, let's see what we got here. Just fly over here in this general direction, and that's it.
All right. The little ones are going to fly towards the. Well, one of these is going to fly up and attack Wobbles. These ones can see. This one's going to fly over to Bomb, and this one's just going to attack the wolf.
They
All right.
can, yeah, okay, and they can fly.
They do
I take
appear
it.
to see as well, yes. So this one's going to be against little Wobbles. If it's claws, or bite first, and then some claws. Is Wobbles safe?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So it tries to lash out at Wobbles, but he nimbly dodges away from the creature. It's still just being born, so it doesn't really know much. And then this other one's going to go in on Bomb for terrible rolls. So Bomb's totally fine. And then a final set of attacks against the dire wolf, which those actually hit finally.
Yep.
All right. I don't think it's going to matter because you guys are going to blow it up in just a second. But that is 4 damage plus 7 damage. So 11 damage on the direwolf.
Okay. He's still alive.
They've got 37
36.
health.
Yep, 37 health. It's now 26. And he has 16 AC and 50 feet movement speed. Wow.
Very fast. Bomb. You're
Okay.
up.
I'm going to rage. And then I'm going to run over to the big monster. So he gets an attack of opportunity, the little dude.
Yeah.
Alright.
He hits for 5 points of slashing damage, halved to 2.
Okay, you have it that way. Cool. Okay. And then I'm going to attack with advantage. No, that's
You get some great weapon mastery in there.
yeah. So it's a 15 to hit
Jeez.
and 28 bludgeoning.
Yeah. You bring down the hammer, and what little was left of its face has been crushed in as it gives off one last cry and collapses to the ground. As you see, like the structure that held its body together, like it's a pretty solid worm form, but as soon as you bring that hammer down, you see it all just crumble, and whatever was holding these stone and gems in place is gone. Some innate magics have been purged.
Okay, well in case I use the rest of my movement to move over to that dude.
All right. That one's flying up in the air with Wobbles right now.
Yeah.
Mulvick.
How far up?
How high is Wobbles up?
I don't know,
All right.
10 feet.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's your turn.
Well, in that case, I'll move back to that one then.
Okay. So so the one by Wobbles is up in the air. What have I got?
And you do know if you attack something next to me while I'm raging, you get advantage, so you get your sneak.
True. And that one's on the ground?
Yes.
2, 3. Okay, yeah, I can make it over there to then. Let's see. Okay, I will do just that then. I will come over here and do my booming blade rapier attack on this winged monstrosity.
You do get
14.
advantage, remember?
Oh, right. That's right. Sorry. I will roll that again. No.
14 is a
14?
hit, though.
Okay. All right. Let me roll. Okay. So I'll do the 5
damage.
piercing. What's that?
12 damage.
12 damage in total. Yep. And it's got 1d8 primed if it moves willingly. And I will disengage and just kind of. Well, wait. Hold on. Where are you? Yeah. I'll go stand here. Okay, that's Malbec.
All right, Numa.
Okay, I want to try and target this one here while avoiding the owl and cast Shatter on it.
Yeah, get it.
This way, cast. There we go. Is it made of stone?
Oh,
Right.
it just completely erupts. Yeah, you hit it with the shatters. Like parts go in every direction 100 feet, and just like even seconds later, you hear the tick, 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 it's like little bits of gemstone and rocks are hitting the ground. Yeah, he's big dead. That was a heck of a roll. Woo, 22. All right. Anything else, new money? If that's all, we got Orion up next.
Yeah, watching that, I'm just like, holy smokes.
It's the power of the bagpipes.
How far up is the one closest to me?
On the ground because it's fighting the wolf.
It's in the air,
Or
on the ground.
like 5 feet up, maybe. Like
Okay.
It's not on the ground, but enough to hit a creature on the ground.
All right, so we'll start with bonus action.
So you can get above an 11.
14.
14, that's a hit.
8 points of radiance.
Nice.
And then I will use an action to throw fire at it.
All right, is that an attack roll or
it's an attack roll, which is produce flame, which is a 14.
That's a hit.
And 1 point of fire damage.
A little bit of toasty damage. We didn't add the wolf to the initiative, so he's just gonna go next.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
So
I will drop.
Wolf,
I'll drop fairy fire on that thing.
Nice.
the wolf attacks. Well, if Orion would go next to him, he would have back tactics. But thank you once again, Orion.
Yeah, no
I'm
one
helping.
helps with pack tactics.
So we're gonna try and take a bite.
That's unfortunately a miss.
I mean, they're made of stone, so the poor wolf's teeth cannot sink into it. You can still go. Oh well. So
This wolf just got like sweat beating down its face as it's thinking of what happened to the panther and the badger.
Your next wolf.
He's just like. Does he only get one attack for direwolf?
The wolf is wearing like a red shirt.
Tactics, advantage, ranged creature obeys. The companion gets an equal bonus attack and damage equal. No, it's only one, I think.
Wobbles is
All right. Well, Wobbles may not give you pack tactics at the time you attack, but she's going to come down and do a little screeching and distracting and perform the help for bomb on the winged stone creature and then fly back.
Bomb's got.
She got a little further than that.
Good wobbles. All right. I try to take bomb again. These rolls are just incredible. Let me tell you. And then the dire wolf. It's the only thing I can hit.
No, how much damage for the dire wolf?
10 damage. He's done a
10
16.
damage. Can I
That is
explode?
really quite something.
That's
Can we-
hilarious. And
can we
literally that's
explode?
every attack except the direwolf.
Can we explode the wolf as a reaction?
That was a reaction. Someone good as on their turn. Bomb. You got one
Alright.
very, very hurt, trying to desperately lash out at you, but can't find a single attack to land.
Yeah, I'm right next to the wolf. Please don't do that.
It would have some collateral damage.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the right answer.
All right, I'm going to recklessly attack the
You have advantage on that thing right now.
because
From
of the help
wobbles.
action. I thought the
Wobbles give you help.
action- I thought that only gives a +2.
No, Bomb, don't be reckless.
Pretty sure it's an advantage.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it's
if it's
advantage
advantage,
too.
I'll take it. 11, does that hit?
An 11
You
does not
have-
hit.
You have the bardic inspiration that I gave you at the start of combat.
You do.
What is that? 1d what?
1d6.
Six. Come on. Hey, he
That's-
turns
yeah.
into a hit.
Wow,
That you did.
Bardic Inspiration's
You
2
also-
for 2.
You also have advantage on that.
Advantage on the Bardic
Do you?
Inspiration.
Oh, so it's 26 points of
Just
damage.
take what you got.
Yeah, it's not quite as flashy as
It is.
when the shatter came and just ruined that one's life. But you still you swing the maul and hit it, and it just explodes outward and sprays debris in a cone behind it. That creature is very done.
Okay, and I'm going to go and okay. If I kill a creature with Great Weapon Master, and I get to attack again with a bonus action.
Yeah.
Can I do that after a move, or
Yeah,
does it have
I
to be
think
in
so.
range?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
And if not, whatever. We're just gonna roll with that because we're at the end of a session.
Okay.
Who cares?
Okay.
I also before you do that, just shout out to Jeff. He's in the chat. Jeff.
Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
All right. Well, that's
Nice.
31 points of damage.
Jesus. Very similar to the previous attack. Orion, you feel yourself just peppered with little bits of stone, and like a little ruby embeds itself in your arm as this creature just explodes behind the strength of Bomb's attack. Woo.
And unfortunately, the flint and stone flicks, sets the dire wolf up, and in a few starts going.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Dive behind this rock.
Oh,
Kaboom!
You-
what we got here?
we killed everything.
Tried to kill each other.
There we go.
Big
And now we go back to town, and there are like 6 more worms there.
Yeah, you thought you were done. That's the twist. All right.
town's
So yeah,
just gone. Just holes.
There is no town. There's just a hole.
Just
Oh.
one giant hole.
And Nemo's like, "Who's paying for the shots?"
yeah, so with that explosion, you guys can collectively give a sigh of relief as it seems the threat of these worms, all 3 of them that you had seen attacking the town, are defeated. Finally have a moment to catch your breath and understand that things are safe. Val's over there just gives you a thumbs up. This is the most stressful day of my life, I think. We've lost some friends, but at least we're still here.
I think we've decided we're not going to come work in the mines for you.
Yes, my friend is correct. That is, yeah, no thank you.
I'm sure we could use you on security detail if you're interested. I could up it to 1 gold a day.
It seems that these 3 creatures have dropped enough.
Yeah.
That should be enough to close the mine. Honestly,
I mean,
is-
we didn't
Right.
mine them, so they still have to pay for it.
That's right.
This is
Well-
quite a bit of wealth.
What if there are more? I mean, that's.
So-
I mean,
Do we
Oh.
get the 11 silver for the day's work?
If such are
Maldek's already
celebrating
got
at the bar,
pockets full of gems.
I think you're entitled to a bit more of a reward than 11 silver pieces for what you've done here.
But we were told we were going to get 11 silver pieces or 5 from each, and
You can
we get
you can
drinks
get
as
some
well.
silver bomb.
There will be much. Well, drinks might have to come after the tavern has been rebuilt.
But we were told we
Well-
we're going to get drinks.
We'll see.
It
what we
was the
can
side with the
scavenge
bar
from
that
the
collapsed, wasn't it?
It was. I'm sure someone has a bottle stowed away that's managed to survive all this. So let's
Okay.
make
well,
our
the
way
orbs are
back.
done. Who's up for another mountain challenge?
Just gotta uncover a couple bottles of liquor. So yeah, you guys make your way back to town, and as you do, as you approach the people that are remaining, clap and cheer as you approach. The town looks roughly the same as when you left it. You come to find out that the piano player, they were wailing for quite a while, and he managed to keep them sort of entranced with his flute for a bit after that, and then once the explosion went off, they were gone, and you managed to take them out. They now that things are safe, climb down, recover some of their dead from the debris, and start the task of rebuilding their town, and of course gathering up the oodles of gold, silver, and gemstones that have just been thrown all through the streets and the town, and then down in these holes that are now. Yeah, the streets are not particularly safe to walk upon anymore with the giant holes from worms all throughout. But obviously the folks are very thankful, and as a reward,
get a
Rona,
T-shirt.
Val, she heads over to the Adavan Mining Company HQ, and after disappearing inside for a while, comes out with a chest that she extends in your direction. She says, I may know it may not be. Can't repay you for what you've done fully, but a token of our gratitude, and if you want to fill your pockets, you're welcome to it. We'd love to have you stick around in case more of those things are lying dormant, but I don't think the mines are going to be reopening until we get some hired muscle to protect us next time. And you peek open in this chest, and it is filled with a pretty hefty sum of platinum, gold, and gemstones on their own.
Well,
the tomb
Bomb
of-
takes out his 5 silver.
It is, yeah, you get your 11 silver, right, if you're getting paid both ways.
Well, yeah, but that's from Val. I'll go and get my 6 silver
Okay.
from.
Eldra is still just laying on the ground.
Bleeding out on the roof.
He's alive, but his leg's broken, and he was in a.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have cure wounds.
He needs a
Yeah.
cleric.
Yeah.
Well, I'll help
Wait.
Eldra back onto the thing, and then asking for his six silver.
I do have
He
healing
pulls-
word.
He pulls the silver out of his pocket and then drops it into your hand. Puts his head back. Here's your silver.
Thank you.
I'm going to treat the
See-
people with some bagpipe songs.
Oh, and yeah, as you guys, the town rallying around, starting to clean things up, celebrating you as these heroes of Adavan, proposals to erect statues in the new town square, depicting your image as, forever heroes of this town. And we kind of fade out as Eldra, back leaning against a wall as he says, whatever happened to that other little one that slithered away after the building collapsed? Did you kill that one?
Yeah, it's been taken care of. It won't bother you guys anymore.
Oh,
Where
thank
did it
goodness.
slither off to?
It's dead.
Into the
Into the
dirt.
ground.
I think we got
Yeah.
it.
To be continued.
Well-
That's where it's in things.
Oh. Any
Hey, well,
word from the ghost? The spirits? Are they still?
They still hug me to this day.
And all the ghosts clapping.
Are you gonna go
But,
back and get that
yeah.
slithery one?
The
They're
badger,
definitely-
the panther, and
When
direwolf
you
ghosts.
sleep, Yeah, there's like a shadow in the corner of the room, and you see like the glowing eyes of a panther always watching
It's
you.
it's their force ghosts.
When when they tell me about the one that slithered away, Bomb will light his maul and he'll go wandering into the tunnels.
Oh my god.
And we
That-
never
And
saw Bomb again.
after about a day and a half, he comes back and says, "I got it."
With the bone on his mouth.
The
Yeah.
only problem is the one you're hunting is the small one that doesn't leave the big tunnels. His baby.
Well done,
That
man.
way-
Tunnel's only about a foot wide.
It
Yeah.
has its own
that's-
pass without a trace.
Does it what does it make its own tunnels or?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna start its family and get revenge on us in the future.
Yep,
That's
that's the
right.
follow-up. That's the sequel.
Tremors
yeah.
2. The replicas.
And you
Revenge
can
of the
have
Roths.
any uncommon item you want except for bag of tricks.
Okay. Lesson learned.
No, like music is one of their weaknesses. We had the bag of trips, so I'm like, that's perfect because anything that moves on the ground lures these things out. So you guys are ready to go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well done, man. Enjoyed it. Thank
like
you
it.
very
Next
much.
time,
Thanks for
next
running
time
that.
we all play Pixies with Conjure Animal
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Adventures aren't all the same.
and Polymorph.
Polymorph. All right. I will go ahead and get us off of the stream here. I almost forgot we were live streaming.
Oh yeah.
Say goodbye to the people on YouTube. Bye,
Yeah.
people on YouTube.
Bye,
Thank
people
you
on
everyone
YouTube,
for
so-
watching.
Bye.
Yeah.
So I think the five
Yeah, thanks,
watching
everyone.
is us.
Yeah. You're all blurry anyway, so I can't see. I don't know why you're blurry. But
In
yeah.
the course of this, he went into witness protection.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Prippy.
I did.
Thanks, Prippy. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, for those of you that are watching this video later and have stayed tuned to the end, make sure you go to the DMs Guild and look up Nerzugal. There is a link in the comments below, and you will find a link to the new Dungeon Master Toolkit 4, and this adventure is in Dungeon Master Toolkit 3. So take a look.
And if you're looking for other Halloween one-shots, I got a whole book of horror adventures, Tome of
Yep.
Horrifying Adventures. So.
There again. So
And also join Wally's Discord. The link is also below, or at least will be if Wally's attentive enough for that.
Of course it's not.
Diligent.
I'll try.
That's it.
Your camera's blurry. It's
Yeah, it goes out of focus every so often.
there you go.
It gets drunk every so often.